Welcome back to another stream. This is the Count of Monte Fisto. Right now, Mr. Medicare is plotting my demise. He's streaming as well. It's all intentional. It's all part of the big conspiracy. Where there's only room for one of us in the streaming town. All the same, still gonna be doing some Final Fantasy 11. I'll be watching the recap tomorrow. He's got Dragon Ball Z, gets an autistic spree. In such cases. Yeah, it's I don't know, I've just been thinking about DBZ a lot. I think recently I was adding my Plex server because I had it before, but since getting the new motherboard, I guess like a fucking year ago, I forgot to re-add the... Turn this shit down. Oh god, I'm not gonna be allowed to fucking stream this shit in Russia, oh no. Oh shit, what's good, Nautical Babe? How you doing? I'm just going on and on about Dragon Ball Z, but no, with my Plex server, I have the Ocean dub, which I've been meaning to revisit because it's been a while. That was the original Toonami dub back in the day. And then I also have, if you a real DBZ fan, then you also got that Big Green dub. Now, if you don't know what the Big Green dub is, I don't think you're a true DBZ fan. But apparently that was like... I forget what the fuck that was. It was like a European dub that was like done in Canada before Ocean dub. But it was like for European markets only. That's a fucking deep cut right there, bro. Wasn't like Brazilian? It might have been. It's like an international dub. It's really bizarre. Like it was done in one country for another. I think like its target country was actually somewhere in fucking Europe. But the voice actor count for that one is a grand total of like 4. And that's great. Yeah, the Indian Bob and Gene dub. Yes, I was gonna get to that. That's another one I have. The Speedy dub. It's called Speedy Dub because that is the name of the Indonesian, I think it's Indonesian, dubbing company. They kind of made it for all Southeast Asia, so they're kind of using English as just a communal language. Because a lot of people have that as a second language, even though they all suck, including the voice actors. The voice actors and script writers also do not speak English as their first, second, or possibly even like third language. Yeah, we got a cool ass monk fucking suit. Hell yeah. But yes, the Speedy dub is the Dragon Ball Z movies only. And I don't even think all of them. I think it's like 6 of them. I want to say, let's see, got a special gob dial key? Where the fuck is that? But yeah, that one's great. That one's also amazing. So I was adding those on, and then like just mentally I've been in Dragon Ball Z kick. Ah, my fucking hand. Yeah, I'm still fighting with the injuries, by the way. Oh my god, it's like insane. Well, it's because like I do shit, and then I also work, so then, you know, the weekend rolls around and it sucks. I did take my anti-inflammatory. It's kind of like a... In fact, it kind of is like, what is it, the NSAID, the same shit that's, oh yeah, that's teleport. Book or Crystal? Oh, just teleport to the next escape? Gotcha. No. Yes. No. I even have it on. I guess that should be my first question. No, I don't. Am I good on XP? Yes, I'm good on XP, so I should be able to... I forgot about the Rajas ring. Boosted strength, boosted dexterity, although it's a range, which is kind of fucking weird. Increases my subtle blow, which is nice. My sword TP, which is nice. Ducal Guard ring. It's like 5 uses only and takes your ass to I'm blanking on the name. How's it happen? How's that happen to me? The main fucking city. Goddamn, Jueno. There we are. Rulude Garden. Yes, that specifically. Then Tabnazian, which is infinite use and always takes you to Tabnazia, which is pretty cool. There's some neat shit. Like, it's... You just know that when you got this shit back in the day... Wait, I'm looking at rings and not capes. Oh, I have the next escape on. Sorry, retard moment. Get used to those. But, yeah, like, when you're playing these as they happen... Like, as the expansions were coming out, I'm sure these little XR teleports were fucking massive. My god. Wrist fucked up from jerking off too much? No, I kind of wish, though, honestly. No, it's fucked up because my leg is fucked up, and I was using that to, like, overcompensate for a whole bunch of other shit. My leg, my foot. The foot's getting better. The wrist is still fucked up from that. Where are we in this beautiful forest? Oh, okay, so we're just right here. This is where we're supposed to be? Am I talking to Camille? Well, hi there, sugar. Oh, hello, hello. I like your exposed thighs, baby. I do declare those taut thighs. Oh, alright. Well, I'm glad you like my thighs, too. Holy shit, we're on the same page. So, what are you doing later? Those taut thighs of yours look like they're ready to choke a bear. We could use a gal like you in the Void Watch. In case you weren't aware, hon, Jueno's put together a group called the Void Watch, whose brave men and women fight the good fight here in this here war of Voidwalker aggression. I found my spirit animal, exactly. And the fact we're here accounting adventurers like you says a barrelful about the Empire's predicament. Those trainer drips of what you call some are swarming these lands like flies on a dead chocobo, I tell you what. I tell you what. But Ottergon's is too stubborn to pull its uppity head from the sand and take a gander at all its surroundings. As the Spectre Match sees one of them po folk as can't breathe and thank at the same time, bless their heart. Makes me think we could send a few airships, black as the night, to open up their ports and give them some common sense. Yes, force Ottergon's hand. That would surely make them your ally. Wow, her textures are freaking out on my screen. Goddamn. Well, she was kind enough to let us officers into the country after negotiators were hired to persuade her. After the negotiators we hired persuade her. There we are. Either way, we've been doing nothing but watching the dust drift ever since we got here. Gets me sopping mad just thinking about it. I know they're a sovereign nation and all, but if they don't get pricked into action, those rascally Void Watchers could knock the whole realm all cattywampus. Or not. This wouldn't be the first time an apocalyptic vision fell flat on its face. Anyway, what do you say to laying a thump in on these intruders anyway? Throw them away. There we are. Jesus Christ. If that sounds like something up your alley, why not join the Void Watch? Alright, so, are we participating in one, or are we done? It's good. It's good. Alright, let's do it. I knew a lady like you wouldn't pass up the chance to put some hurtin' on them as needs it. If y'all want to finish this here mission, you'll need to brave the depths of Arapago Reef, climb the dizzying heights on Mount Jayolm, bushwhack your way through Mamuk, and keep from sinking into Kadarvamir. There, Kadarvamir. Mire. Jesus Christ. What a fucked up chain of words. Alright, so this shit's gonna be a valuable mission. Gotcha, gotcha. Also, Void Watch is one of the, like, the side campaign things, right? Oh, and you'll need this Amber Stratum Abysite to get you started on your way to corral those critters. I hear pairing them with Void Stones really gets the job done right, too. Anywho, y'all come back safe and sound from those battles now, you hear? Nice. Fucked up your wrists, messing around doing dips. Yeah, I mean, I fucked up my wrist kind of in that, like, way, where your wrist is, like, at a 90-degree angle, yeah. Yeah, just fucked up. Just fucked up. And also my left elbow's fucked up, still hyperextended or fucking strained. I don't know what word it is, but it's definitely not bone. I must visit Issakoth and Bastok markets. As opposed to go inside here? The White Gate? Oh, cool. But yeah, it has been a fucking rough year, dude. Like a real fucking, like absurdly. I mean, the lack of streams kind of highlights that, honestly. Isn't Whitegate part of Ottergon? The exit's right there. Why did I think? Interesting. This year's been rough. Yeah, no, seriously. Tell me about it. Yeah, it just sucks. It's like one of the first things I want to do, well, like I was going to do when I got back from vacation, is just like send in like 10,000 fucking job applications to a new location. I'm trying to get my ass to Miami. Just a heads up. Leave this god-forsaken fucking peninsula I'm currently on and trade that for a new peninsula with higher paying jobs and more shit I can do that fits my speciality. The highlight of my years has been getting a lap dance from Bruce the Midget. That tells you a lot. Well, that's just a good, healthy time. Now I was just playing a rhythm game where you crush ghosts, with your thighs. It sounds like, what, Feel the Magic. What's it called? XYXX or whatever the fuck it's called. That's an old DS game. I think they made a sequel that received better. Oh, there you are. Goddamn, you kind of like teleported down. I lost it. I'll keep my little count on, baby. Wow, I like the went below. Oh, let's say sick tongue cow reference, bro. There we are. Sometimes you just gotta let them know. Oh god, typing sucks. Oh man. No, I'm saving the weed blast for later on. Mine was some weeb indie game. Yeah, the weeb indie game was probably, I'll be real with you, it probably was inspired by, oh, it's called like Feel the Magic XXXY by Capcom, I think. And I don't think it did very well over here. It was an early DS release. And then there's a sequel I think fared a bit better. Yeah, it's like a chain of mini games where you're trying to get laid. Because that was back when Nintendo was like, anyone making a game for this console, it has to be entirely touchscreen based. Fuck you. And after like a year or two of that, they're like, all right, well, you can do it with the buttons, but it has to have something to do with the touchscreen, maybe a secondary function. I love those fucking pricks. The one I did, Momo Crash, it's like a Guitar Hero thing with only 2 buttons to press. Gotcha. Yeah, where are we going, baby? Well, no, I'm talking to Issakoth. I mean, can't you read, Reila? He has an I at the start of his name. I wish I could read. I haven't talked to Issakoth in fucking forever. Those are what I have. And to exchange Amon currencies. Oh, I have 11 of those. I didn't even fucking know. Oh, did they make it like really grindy in the original? Like, oh, you have to grind for a new currency that's not Gil. $1,000 Cruor points. You only need 1,000. Yay! Look at that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Alright, so that's for like all the side shit that no one wants to grind for anymore. Although I only had 11 of those points to exchange with, so maybe they made it, yeah, like just an option, but not something you really want to go too hard with if you can avoid it. Trade in copper Amon vouchers. Oh, I have those. Alright. I might have more in storage. Yeah, I definitely have more in storage of those. Or maybe that was the grand total. Alright. Alright, what are we doing now, baby? Fucking Dark Knight wannabe motherfucker. Wearing a fucking t-shirt. Talk to Atmosite Refiner over here. What the fuck? There's too many people here. Alright, you're right over there. Atmosite Refiner. Greetings and well met. I am a Voidwatch scientist charged with researching the potential uses of Atmosite. Those who possess a periapt of emergence may come to me to have their hard-won Atmosite infused. Stratum Atmosite falls within my domain, so present me any whose properties you wish to have analyzed. I am also authorized to teleport folk to operation sites. Quite versatile, aren't I? And is that what we're doing? Teleporting. Supply me with 1,000 Cruor necessary, and I shall gladly teleport you to an operation site of your choosing. I guess Otter gone, right? I just don't want to fuck up, bro. Heidarva Meyer. Started reading The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Prose is much harder than the last two books I was reading. You know what? I remember I mean years ago, and I mean like years and years, like back in like early high school or late middle school, I remember taking a swing at that, and I remember the prose fucking me up as well a little bit for that one. Isn't it in like journal format? I know Dracula's is journal format, but I forget if Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is as well. Where the fuck are we? Nashmao. Is another city? That one's not a journal. Gotcha. Alright. It's just been a really long time. Cool music. This again reminds me of fucking Ocarina of Time. Something about this area reminds me a lot of Ocarina of Time. I brought it up last time, I remember. I mean, it's a copy-paste job of the other city, but it's nice having other cities. It's supposed to be the Ottergon Empire. In fact, let me see if I can see a map of the area. Once again, I've complained ad nauseum about how there's no, like, full world map of this game. Yeah, so there we are. So this is the closest thing you got to a world map, the besieged map. Also, like, I don't know if there's, like, a way to zoom out for this or not. I don't think there is, but, like, this is apparently, like, really far to the east. So it's actually, like, a fairly big world map, a lot bigger than, Chavnazian Archipelago. Which I guess used to just be part of the main continent. These understando PS2 imitations. Yeah, making a fucking PNG of a world map with points on it. Now I call pure fucking laziness. Yeah, like I don't mean to fixate on it, but like every fucking game in the series has had a world map since Final Fantasy 1. It's just so weird to be like, no, we'll have like sub-world maps for each area. Fuck you. Like, just like, why, motherfucker? Just give me a fucking world map. Oh, shit. Here we are. Here, Just Cause 2 has the biggest game map. Is it the biggest? I remember it being pretty fucking big, though. Alright, Goblin footprint, not that. Wow, no. Oh god, type hard. There we are. I'm all over you, baby. You know, in the game, too. Oh, look at that piece of shit. I almost said the F word. I almost said the F word slur there. Gonna run it past us on the noble chocobo. Alright, so it's just a foggy forest. Once again, I really dig the world map of Ottergon, where it's just like very like temperate autumn forest. Maybe vague. I mean, obviously way greener than Spain and Resident Evil 2, 4, but you know, vaguely similar. And I like the weird, like, half Constantinople, half fucking what, like, island ruin style architecture. Not enough streaming has made you on the edge. I know, right? No, I really want to fucking heal, but like, as soon as I do heal up enough, there's probably gonna be an additional stream or two a week, but it's still gonna be down for a bit while I'm just gonna be throwing fucking fucking what, job applications left and right. Because I was looking at like the jobs in like an actual city environment for, you know, what I'm qualified for and what I'm interested in. Oh god, I'm tripping. There we are. So yeah, I was looking at like job qualifications, and I mean, I'm like down the list, like got that cert, got that amount of experience, cool. Like I'm pretty fucking set, honestly, in terms of that shit. But where I'm at, there's just no demand or high pay for what I want to do because there's just not enough like rich businesses to need it. Oh, that's kind of cool. This naked baby. It's very anime inspired. I dig it though. I also dig the nun. I was wanting to say Juan. From far away, it looked like it was Juan. Although it is sleeping. Does it remind you of one of your exes? Maybe. You know, some of them look pretty fucking rough, but also a couple others are really fucking cute. The rough ones were, fuck it, let me just get laid. Like, not proud of them, but, nah, some of my exes were pretty fucking banging. Fucked in the head, though. And not healthy for me to be around at all. Uncle Babe says, I'm still working my shitty job, need to go to college and get some bitches. Yeah. It's all part of the process. Dismount here. There we go. Enter the gate. Azif Isle staging point. Yeah, I just need to get to a more populated area, because some of these jobs I was looking at, what, like, paid, like, fucking 80 to, like, 115K. And I'm, like, looking at the fucking qualifications, I'm like, the fuck? I mean, obviously you have to contend with, rental prices in Miami, so... You know, that's the thing. But literally, yeah. Like I need to do something. My current job is just, I've gotten everything I can get from it. Runic seal, runic portal. Attuning yourself to this runic portal will open a path to the Chamber of Passage. It's kind of a cool, expansion in general. It's like almost like all the world rules completely change, almost. It's like the groups and the Empress and the gangs of mercenaries. Where the fuck are we now? So were we going to find a person or were we going to find an object? I kind of forgot. Oh, you messed up. Well, that's just great. Where are we? Chamber of Passage. It's the NPC over here. What, Sharon Garen? Welcome to the Chamber of Passage. From here, you can travel to the assault staging points. Is there anything else you wish to know? I'm good. I don't need to know shit. Just in general. I have Reila here. What a neat little location. I need to, like, check out these fucking cities. I still need to check out this other shit, but I also, whenever we get Puppet Master, which if that's possible to stream later on, I'd be down. We could matriculate to, Winders. I say we should do at least like 2 or 3 fucking Ottergons for every 1 step of Winders. Just so like we're making like way faster progress on this, and if it's anything like the end of Namashunu, got it. But yeah, if it's anything like Chains of Permathia, the ending's gonna be long, and there's gonna be like 1 fucking mission that's gonna take a long fucking time, so I'm fine with really taking my time with Winders missions. To A, not get burnt out on it, but also B, not to slow the pace of Ottergon too much. Because once again, the next expansion I know is like you go back in time for one of the 3 nations, or maybe all of them. I kind of forget. I had some brief look at what to do there. Yeah, this is like straight up fucking Ocarina of Time music. Like when you're in like the potion shop, you know? Or in Majora's Mask when you're in the swamp area with like the Deku plants. I was not a huge fan of Majora's Mask, for the record. It took me like 3 attempts to finally like beat that game. I don't mean like I'll hop on the red crab. There we go. I don't mean like I played like a third of the game, then like, you know, waited a while, then picked it back up again and got a third through. And then, you know, dropped it for a bit and then picked it back up and beat it. No, I mean like, I got like a third of the way through and dropped it, and then like 3 years later picked it up, got like halfway through and dropped it, and then, you know, 5 years later picked it up and actually beat it. Majora's Mask is like, conceptually I really like it. On stream I've told my gripes about it. It's, I like the lore and the world building, but all of the side quests, your reward is either a mask that does nothing, or it's a heart container, or it's a mask that leads to some other side quest that leads to a heart container. And, like, you don't really, like, if you're decent at the game, and you know, I've played both 64 Zeldas, so I mean, I'm like, decent at them. Oh god, I'm behind the Cardet, or no, I'm fine. But yeah, like, you don't need the heart containers that much, and then when you finally, like, do get everything, then it's like, alright, here's a mask to one-shot the end boss. And, like, I didn't know that. If I knew that, I would have, like, just gone through a real casual playthrough and then went back to get everything. So I never got to really experience the end boss and see if it's actually challenging, because I poke it with a pillow and it's dead. I don't know. I thought the 2 tower dungeons were a pain in the ass. I like the other 2. I like the swamp shrine, and I actually like the water temple thing was actually pretty cool with like changing the pathways. But the stone tower and like flipping that repeatedly was a pain in the ass to get through. And I fucking hated the Goron temple of like Snow Temple to, you know, falling down. If you fuck up, it's weird bullshit. Ocarina of Time is better. I agree. You know, both have the same issues. You know, like they like the same, you know, camera targeting issues, which I totally give it credit for innovating, because I mean that is now the standard. Obviously way more polished than it, but you know, it came first, so you wouldn't expect it, you know, like a new system to be, you know, 100% right out the gate. The last time I played Ocarina of Time, I beeline to the side quest to get the big Goron sword right away. Yeah, I mean, when you revisit Ocarina of Time, that's what you do. But like, what's the big Goron sword? It's like 4 times stronger than the Master Sword. I mean, you know, that's good. Big Goron sword breaks the game. Yes, I agree. It's good. It's very good, but it's not like the deity mask. The deity mask makes it so you touch the boss and they die. Like, well, like you're just Dr. Manhattan. Is that his name, Dr. Manhattan, or was it Mr. Manhattan? What the fuck was his name in Dismount? In Doctor? Yeah, that sounds right, right? It's been a while since I watched Watchmen. I still need to read the fucking comic. I know, it's a fucking shame. I'm a failure for not reading. Just in general, but also not reading Watchmen. Where we going, Reila? Okay, Alan, it's okay. Alan Moore is a hack and his comics are overrated as fuck. I gotcha. Are you just saying that because you're a weeaboo? But no, I do think the Jappy Jap comics are generally way better. I, Narima, will carry out the Empress's orders through fire, ice, and storm. Oh, welcome to the Azov Isle staging point. You got something you want to say to me? Yeah, because we need to get in with the Empress's, like, bodyguard mercenary people. Yes, the Immortals. Oh, a supplies package. How did you get this? It's magnificent. Look how it gleams. The scent makes me feel so fresh and pure. This is such a precious item. Thank you so much. What can I give to show you my gratitude? I got a couple ideas. Keep that mask on, though. It's the only way that works for me. Oh, I know. I have some fantastic info for you. See the glowing blue device behind you? That's a runic portal, the pride of Ottergon. Our brilliant alchemists created it themselves. It takes you apart and puts you back together in a faraway place. Scary, isn't it? I was scared too at first. I mean, the entire contraption is simply beyond belief. It's hard to believe that such a thing could exist on Van Deal. Alright, so this is where they got the idea before the teleport crystals, probably way before the teleport crystals. Once again, probably was really convenient. They're like, holy shit, we don't have to walk everywhere. I really don't get it. How could your body be disassembled and then each individual molecule meticulously reassembled in Al-Zabi's chamber of passage? Does that make sense to you? Well, it might be frightening, but once you travel to Al-Zabi once using the runic portal, you can use it to return here too. So, if you'd ever like to talk with me again, don't forget about it. My imperial standing has increased. Interesting. So there's like a, what do they call, like a favoritism system? What was the word? Something like that. Same thing we did last time. Mr. Freeze was that way. That why? Oh god. Mr. Freeze was that while he dies, Dr. Freeze. Gotcha. Yeah, because he was a doctor, but he's called Mr. Freeze, right? Confusing. That looks like the Final Fantasy X, like shit, when you're in the, temples. Music kind of sounds like the shit you'd listen to while in those temple trials. Whoa, alright, that's a little bit glitched out. The door was open and closed simultaneously on my screen. That's cute. In the help chat, I guess they're talking about like an NM or some fucking shitty mission. I think the doctor thing was made up for his Batman the Animated Series depictions. Gotcha. Well, I mean, he should have been a doctor. I mean, if he's smart enough to make all that shit, and if he was a scientist beforehand. Like, nah, I never got my PhD. I'm just kind of winging it. The local university is fucking pissed. I like that my metal matches yours. It's beautiful. My shoulder pads. I built a shrink ray. Your dick can't get any smaller, you fat fuck. Please stop this madness. Why are you doing this? Yeah. But what else I was doing? Yeah, I watched the movie, once again, I'm watching a lot of shit. My body's in pain, so I'm still trying to fucking, like, just rest when I'm not working. Which means watching a bunch of shit. But I watched the Lighthouse. The like, movie with... It's kind of a bit of an artsy movie. With Willem Dafoe and the guy from Twilight, who's also in Batman, who also is a massive Final Fantasy VII fanboy, which is funny. Yeah, Robert Patterson. You ever see the video where he's being interviewed about Final Fantasy VII? And like the chick is there too, from I think like the Batman movie, and like she's like giving him shit. Oh, it's brilliant. I'll put it on stream for a second here. No. I'll put it on stream after this conversation. We'll watch it together, babies. Oh, you made it back in one piece. I figured you'd be chopped liver by now. Thanks for sending us to our death, bitch. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sure it was a walk in the park for an adventurer like you. Oh, what do you say your name was again, kid? Judging by your skills, you gotta be pretty famous, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Give me your name. Guess it wouldn't hurt. Monte Fisto. Roar! That name just screams power. How do you spell that anyway? You foreigners' names are a real headache. Sure, Naja Salahim. You're gonna have to write that one down for me. That trick or some shit? Do we like write it on some sort of fucking hex? Monte Fisto, is it? My, what an interesting name. Spoiled heir's death, but everyone knows about that. Yeah, no, that's true. You know me, I try to avoid that. Although now I just did it. Thanks, Skins, you piece of shit. I vow through rain and through wind, running not from storms of arrows and fearing not blasts of magic, to defend in times of beastmen attacks, and to venture out in times of peace. Let's see here. In sickness and in health, through curses and petrification, I pledge myself to Salahim's sentinels for all eternity. Fucking good.
Oh, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
It's kind of just perfect, both for the spoiling of Aerith, but also for us signing a fucking eternal contract with this bitch.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Signed, Monte Fisto. Yes, brilliantly worded as always. The Salahim's Sentinels is a big fucking mercenary band, and then the Immortals are the Empress of Ottergon's like personal fucking bodyguard and army. Anyway, I now pronounce you an official employee of Salahim's Sentinels. Congratulations. Welcome to the world of being a private second class. You're gonna love working under me. I have plenty to keep you busy. Well, what are you grumbling about now? You don't like second class being part of your title? Tough luck. I don't care how spoiled you were in the past, whether you were a knight or musketeer or wizard. Don't mean a thing to me. But you better not forget that you're a mercenary now, and a rookie at that. If you got a problem with that, then participate in assault missions or do whatever you need to prove that you got what it takes. Come to mention it, I don't think I've said anything about assault yet. I guess this is when they added that side quest grind thing as well. Start with the basics, shall we? First, you need to get your tail over to the commissions agency. That's in order. I'll let them know you're coming, so they should let you see a list of work available. Pick whichever one you think you can handle. Don't forget, you're still a fresh recruit. The most important thing for you to do is choose a job you can accomplish successfully, so you can make a profit. Got it? Well, I am pretty strong. I think I'm like level 89 or something. Now don't just stand there with your mouth hanging open. Get your tail over to the commissions agency pronto. Nice, we got a PSC Wildcat badge. It's like the fucking scouts. Hold up, let me check my level and then we'll watch that clip real quick. It's like a 2-second clip. Yeah, 89, look at that, crazy shit. Ah, my poor fucking arms. Oh! No love, we got this. Oh my god, dude. It's a rough day for it. Grind levels for a bit to get you up. Yeah, if only I get like 1 level or 2 per stream. I mean, honestly, I'm in no rush to get to level 99 as long as I'm getting some progress, you know what I mean? And especially just looking at that, like I'm almost level 90. Robert Pattinson, Final Fantasy 7. Alright.
Come on.
There we go. And then I'll move this over here. Up. Wait, wrong one. Wrong one. I can't see through my fucking mic. Alright, now we can do monitor, right? I think I have that set up already. There we go. All right, we'll watch this shit together. But it's good.
Thing in common, we cry on video games.
Wait, what?
We cry when we play video games.
You do?
Just
Yeah.
one. For the same
I
place?
cried in the same scene.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
What game? I mean, I wouldn't know. Doesn't matter. Don't
Final-
continue.
Final
Have this
Fantasy
conversation.
My fellow was in love as well. In love with
Yeah.
Eris.
And Tifa, of course.
Yeah, everybody
And
wants to
Tidus
have
and
both.
Tifa, yeah. But
It's the two sides. It's the two options of girls. You can have this.
you don't know
can have-
Final Fantasy? No.
It's the best.
We
was.
think with that child who will never grow up, that's it? You're judging us.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm standing back and allowing you two to have.
It's a love triangle where Eris or Aerith, depending on what version of the game you have, sometimes it's mistranslated. Like she's like the really kind girl who has her superpower is like to like heal everyone and like make the world a better place.
Poor
And then-
women. We have to heal everyone.
such a
And
fucking
then Teeth is like this like
Exhausting.
sexy little thing who's like a thief and stuff. She wears a short skirt, and you're like, I can't decide. And then Eris.
This is crazy.
And Eris,
Okay.
right at her peak, gets killed. This is
Cool
how
with-
every guy like figures out what love is. And then that's the ideal woman, and then it never gets any.
So embarrassed.
The one that's
this
gonna
girl.
heal everything, and the one in the short skirt. These are the options. Oh my god.
Nah, you gotta date
This is the
Yuffie.
problem
You get thrown in
with the
prison.
world.
But anyway, yeah. So it's a funny bit. Hold up. All right. Hopefully it captures again. Oh, there we are. Beautiful. Oh, it's a funny scene. It made me have more respect for Robert Pattinson. That and seeing him in other movies outside Twilight, I'm like, all right, this guy's decent. Anyway, fucking my point being, initially, is I watched The Lighthouse with him and Willem Dafoe. It's like black and white, kind of horror-ish. I don't know what you wouldn't really call it horror. What did you call it? I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck you'd call it. It's kind of weird. Nice, thank you, music, for stopping. But yeah, no, I thought it was good, but like not like I don't know how to put it. Like visually, really good movie. Acting, very good movie. Sound design, very good movie. I thought the black and white really worked with it. I don't know. When it was over, I was kind of like wondering what the fuck the point of the movie was. Once again, it hits all those notes though. The visual, audio, acting, like all that, like was real fucking quality. Just kind of seemed like artsy fartsy Oscar bait, you know? I don't think a video game has ever made you cry. At least the Painful almost did, but it crashed. I think the ending of Final Fantasy 9 and 10 both fucked me up pretty bad, and when I was recently streaming, and by recently I mean like probably like 3 fucking years ago, when I was streaming Final Fantasy 6, when everyone's kind of leaving Kefka's tower at the very end, and then he's staying behind to die and has to try to get his dog Interceptor to just fucking leave him. And he doesn't want to. That fucked me up a little bit. So I muted myself, of course. That's a Fisto behind the scenes. So if you rewatch that stream, you'll notice my mic was flat for a good like 2 minutes at that part. Didn't remember it, didn't expect it. It really fucked me up. Dogs are way too fucking pure for this world. Alright, Rytal. Kind of interesting this part of the plot. I just thought this is just pure extra shit. Interesting. Because they really wanted players to engage with it. Welcome to the Commissions Agency. You have completed mercenary registration procedures. One moment, please. I have registered you as Monte Fisto under Salahim Sentinels. Your paperwork appears to be in order. I shall now give you an explanation of assault, the main type of work we have available here at the Commissions Agency. Assault is the name given to a series of missions being conducted by the Imperial Army in the heart of enemy territory. Our function is to commission mercenaries with these missions as set forth by the Empire. To participate in an assault mission, you must first obtain an Imperial Army ID tag. The Imperial Army ID tag will identify you as a legitimate assault participant. The personnel at the counter will provide you with an Imperial ID tag, but please be aware that only one can be issued every 10 minutes. What the fuck? And we are only able to hold up 3 for you. Mercenaries that have confirmed mission will not be issued an Imperial Army ID tag. To once again become eligible to receive an Imperial Army ID tag, please report to the counter after completing an assault mission. Next, I shall explain how to sign up for an assault mission. You'll see a number of counters here to your left. Each of these counters is responsible for a particular assault area. The personnel at these counters will give you a detailed explanation of the available assault missions. However, you will only be able to undertake assault missions that correspond to your mercenary rank. The Commissions Agency is prohibited by Imperial law from disclosing mission information to persons without the proper level of clearance. After selecting a mission, present your Imperial Army ID tag for verification. Assault missions are only available to mercenaries of level 50 or above. Please be sure your job level is the appropriate level before signing up. This concludes the explanation of assault participation. Next, I will list some points to remember when beginning an assault mission. Assault missions have a minimum member requirement. The figure represents the number of party members who must be present in order to begin the mission. Please form a party of sufficient number of members who all have signed up for the same assault mission. Time requirements, party requirements, level and rank requirements, goddamn. After forming a party, make your way to the mission staging point located at the entrance to the applicable assault area. To facilitate a speedy journey to the staging point, I would suggest utilizing the runic portal within the chamber of passage located opposite this building. Please be aware that in order to utilize the runic portal from the chamber of passage, you must first attune yourself to the runic portal found at the staging point in question. Alright, so we probably eventually need to be at all staging points. Under normal circumstances, use of the runic portal will deplete your Imperial standing. Whoa, fuck, what the fuck? However, persons in possession of assault orders are exempt from this charge. So you burn your ranking for the fucking main story, really? Upon arriving at a staging point, a representative from your assault party should speak with the immortal on duty to receive verification of command. The verified representative should then activate the runic seal at the entrance to begin the assault mission. God damn. What's going wrong with my, like, visuals? Keep having this, like, every time I transition. This concludes the basics for beginning an assault mission. Next, we'll cover the main points to consider during the mission itself. When an assault mission begins, you'll be transported to an area with a level of enemies based upon the highest level member of your party. It's also possible to accept a voluntary level restriction during your assault. In this case, your party will be sent to an area based upon the adjusted level limit. See that shit? It's fucking weird looking, I don't know. Once you have arrived in the area, the time limit for the mission will be announced. If you do not complete the mission objectives within the time, the mission will be considered a failure. To successfully complete a mission, it is necessary to activate the Rune of Release that appears after the mission objectives have been fulfilled. It is possible to abandon the mission and be transported out of the assault area by using the homing fireflies to guide you. Naturally, the mission will be considered a failure in this case. Before being transported to the assault area, all party members will be issued with homing fireflies. Homing fireflies are temporary items that cannot be taken out of an assault area. Other temporary items will be available during assault missions. This concludes the assault mission explanation. Lastly, I will give you an overview on the rewards available upon successfully completing the assault mission. After successfully completing the assault mission, the Empire will reward you with assault points. These points are only awarded for participation in assault missions and are accumulated separately for each assault area. Each area has specific items available that can be purchased in exchange for assault points. You can check your assault point totals and purchase items from the counters to your left. Thank you for visiting the Commissions Agency. Please do not hesitate to ask me any questions you may have concerning the assault mission application procedure. God damn! That's a fucking dump. The main function is to commission mercenaries with the tasks set forth by the Imperial government. So how do I get the army ID? Or do I not have to worry about that right now? God damn, this fucking arm. I do have an edible. I'm trying to hold off as much time as possible before consuming it. But yeah, but today is a painful fucking day. I don't know. No. Follow. Follow. No. How do I see there? You zone out and talk to Nacha again. Alright, then we'll just fucking go somewhere. Guess it'll be cheaper if I travel to another Hot Ergon area, right? Maybe. Unless I'm already in Whitegate. Did I just travel from a different spot in the same area to... Yeah, I think I did. Wow. Well, goddamn, motherfucker. I'm gonna go to Nashmau. Fuck you. And let me know which telepoint to go to. That's like they made the Ottergon teleporters and they're like, alright, we need to have this for the base game. Otherwise, people are going to rape us. Ow. Fuck, okay. Ooh. I took off my brace. I want to see if it feels slightly better using mouse and keyboards, maybe. Alright, where are we going? Where did Reila go? Where's Reila hiding? Rayla's somewhere. Reila, where are you, Reila? Are you through this door? You don't want to do this? No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, it feels better without the brace already. Up the stairs. I just don't get why it's taking so long to heal. I'm assuming it's just because I keep using it to do shit at work. Just fucking is annoying. Cause like it's really not like I have a choice in the matter. You know what I mean? I don't have enough like days, like sick time and shit. Alright, I think I'm following. I better be following. That's weird, because like some days are like better, and then like mornings are better. I don't know what the fuck I did today to aggravate it so much, but I feel like I did something. I had to. But back, if you hit the up arrow on the keyboard, it will just retype your last command and message. Okay, cool. So it, what? It's like a history option. It's like Linux. I'm sorry, Reila, I'm caving. I'm eating this. I'm eating this fucking gummy, bro. I'm sorry. I need it. Those are good. There's a blueberry flavor. It's pretty fucking good. We should probably end early if that's the case. I feel you, man. I'm good to 1:30, bro. My arm just sucks, dude. I don't know. I tried to do my best, bro. I feel like I'm letting you down. I'm letting the team down. Oh shit, I did it again. Oh. I mean, for my sanity. Like, am I that bad when I'm high? These gummies are just strong. I don't know what you want. I mean, like, absurdly strong. Holy shit. I forgot to mention to you about Mog Lockers. Seeing as we're so concerned for the welfare of our employees, we offer a Mog Locker service to each mercenary for their own personal use. You know how much of a hassle it is to be carrying around all your equipment and materials with you while you're trying to do your job. Of course, you gotta turn out your own pockets for it. You're gonna have to talk to Fubrun in Stone Serpent Square if you want the details on how to use a Mog Locker. Get it? Got it? Good. I get to work. It's an order. Really? So the intro missions of this, aside from find the staging point, is go through a bunch of tutorials, go into NPCs of the new features. When you're high, you like have brief moments of energy followed by shutting down. I try not to. I try not to. I know what you mean. You know what the brief moments of energy are, honestly? What it is me realizing that I'm like zoned out and not saying anything. I'm like, I gotta have a commentary. But I do have like surprisingly good memory of what happened last time though. Had to zone out again. Gotcha. You know me, I'm good at zoning out, baby. But fuck, what else did I watch? I was watching, once again, I've been watching a whole bunch of shit because once again I just need after work and on the weekends I'm like, let me just lie down, try to speed up the healing process. My god. It really is. Like, as soon as I'm better, I'm going to be going so fucking goddamn hard with those goddamn job applications. Because I want to get the fuck out of this fucking peninsula. The Delmarva Peninsula, for those of you curious. I guess we can go to southern Sandoria. Fine. But I was watching all of the Final Destination movies. We do have October coming up. So I'm looking at all this horror shit. And you know, I've always liked the lore of Final Destination, but I watched it at kind of a youngish age. Probably like, you know, middle school age. Young enough where I feel like it kind of fucked with me a little bit. But I watched the first two. Back in the day. And I liked one because it establishes the lore. It's got the nice twist at the end. I'm not gonna spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it. But it's a fun franchise. I feel like as far as horror movie franchises go, Final Destination has fewer low points, I guess is how I would put it. Because a lot of horror franchises have like 2 or 3 movies that are fucking wretched. Definitely watch movies I shouldn't have been watching as a kid. I never got fucked up watching this. I did. I'd be like fucking super scared of shit, dude. Yeah, Final Destination 2 in particular really fucked me up. I was like paranoid about death and shit for a while. I think in elementary school, me and my friend had a rented copy of Child's Play, and like, you know, he convinced me, like, no, it's not that scary, and we watched it, and I was like fucking paranoid as shit out of any inanimate objects that could have been like a fucking pedophile with his soul trap into it, ready to fucking like shank me 20 times with the switchblade. I'm a very impressionable. There we are. I'm very impressionable. What do you want from me? But as a result, you know, I ended up really enjoying horror movies. In fact, like, I think it was in high school, right? I remember sneaking my older sister's VHS tape of Blair Witch Project. She said it was too scary for me. I like Blair Witch Project. It gets a lot of shit from people, but I actually like the atmosphere, and I feel like it's one of the few movies that actually justifies being a quote-unquote found footage movie. Dog shit like Cloverfield. No, it's just a, hey, we want a CG movie, but we don't want to spend a lot of money in CG. So we'll have some fucking douchebag run around with a fucking camera inexplicably. Wasn't scary. There wasn't even a witch in it.
I should have left you on that street corner.
Ah, shit,
where you were
motherfucker.
standing. But you didn't.
Oni-chan yamete kudasai. One-chan, I will never yamete. But how you doing, bro? Thank you for the 43 months, you sick fuck. How have you been, Pickle? I've seen better days. I was just bitching about my injuries. I got a sprained wrist and a fucking like hyperextended or strained elbow. I don't fucking know on the other hand. Then my foot's a little fucked up. Foot's getting better. I also had like an issue with the piriformis fucking muscle, but that's gotten better. So I mean, I guess I'm overall getting better, but for whatever reason, my arms are really fucked up today, more so than usual. So I just had an edible, much to Reila's chagrin. Oh ho, El Monte Fisto, how you been? Getting used to the way things are done around here? You're in luck, because I happen to be in a pretty good mood today. Our profits have been starting to look up since you joined us. Maybe you brought us some luck, traveler. I've also... This is just Trion, the fucker. I've also got a persistent feeling something good is gonna happen today. I have returned. Well, well, well. Look at Reila spoiling Trion's reveal. It's the biggest twist in all Final Fantasy, and Reila just ruined it. What the hell it took you so long to deliver a supplies package to every blasted member of the Immortals? How dare you? Oh, but surely you didn't get lost in your way, or did you get your supplies package stolen or anything like that? Now, did you? Wouldn't make a difference, even if you were the Sandorian Temple Knights. You will call me Rileyfal. I assume you're in the same spot. No, you're good. Is that Trion, or is it just some dickhead that looks like him? Oh, that was your name. You'll have to forgive me. These damn foreign names are so hard to remember. Or is it like Rayfal? Is it like a silent LL for French bullshit? You're gonna have to write that one down before I forget you completely, Sir Knight. You would do well to remember. Lend me that sheet of parchment. It's fucked up that your shoulder's fucked up though, Pickle. How you doing otherwise? What kind of shit have you been playing recently? Watching this shit, reading this shit, doing this shit. Gotta be pulling my tail. How in blazes do you read this? Ralifan? You pronounce that like really fun or something? That is no N. The last letter's L. I tell you, L. You have a really weird sense of humor, Sir Riffin. But I'm afraid you won't get any chuckles that way in Ottergon. Our comedy is much more sophisticated than your nation's, obviously. But whatever. You've accomplished your task, which means you finally made it into Salahim Sentinels. At least that says something for you. Well then, Riffle. Welcome to the world of private second class. You'd better prepare yourself for the jobs I'm gonna give you. Second class? And Monte, don't just stand there with your head in the clouds. Be a good role model and drum up some mercenary spirit in this gentleman. Everything should just be peachy now, right? Riffle. Hey you, private second class. My name is pronounced Rifle. Oh wow, it actually tells me. Rifle. So it is silent, you fucking piece of shit. Rifle, it's not that difficult. You must learn to address me with respect. Hey Riffle, wake up and smell the roses. Who do you think you are anyway, a prince? Most certainly not. Okay, so it's Trion, alright. Most certainly not. Alright then, clean out your ears and listen up close. Fucking French fuckface. This is my board and you are my pawns. You're expendable and easily replaceable. I can stand this absurdity no longer. Adventure, do you find no fault with Naja's foul attitude? She thinks she's a queen, but she's most certainly not. Obviously, you don't know beans about being a mercenary. Get out there into the mud with the boys and do your job, and next thing, you could be rolling in gill instead. I have no room here for sniveling bellyachers. Find something better to do with your time than grumble and moan. Count Monte Fisto, drag this punk-brained adventurer into the commissions agency and have him sent off to the most hazardous task they can give up. I refuse. I need no escort. In addition, I must attend a previous engagement. I will venture to the agency on my own time. Actually, you're doing Hollow Knight Silk Song. How's Hollow Knight Silk Song compared to the base game? Is it better or just more of Hollow Knight if you loved Hollow Knight? You. Good for nothing, mutton-headed son of a troll, and I was in a good mood too. Yeah, Monte Fisto, if I were you, I'd curse the luck that brought you here. Go, and don't let that cloud out of your sight. Alright, now we're hunting down Trion. Never played the original, but Silk Song is good for you so far. It's amazing, really. Gotcha. Yeah, I have the original. I still need to play it. Once again, my playlist is just growing, and with my lack of ability to stream recently, that my backlog of shit that I'm currently playing is insane, and we got October coming up. Which, speaking of which, it's probably just going to be, Dead Space, BioShock 1, and Luigi's Mansion 2. And even then, there's no guarantee I'll be playing through all of those. Hopefully I get better within the next, like, fucking 10, 15 days. I really fucking hope so. Also bought Expedition 33 too. Might play that soon. If you do, let me know how it is. 'Cause you know my take on, like, the fad games. You know what I mean? People will, you know, they come out, everyone nuts on them and all over them, and they're like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. And then, like, 3-4 months pass and no one's talking about it anymore. It's like they just, like, fangirled out over the intro, like, 5 hours of the game. So I'm hoping that Expedition 33 lives up to its reputation, but it's a hell of a fucking reputation after how much it's been hyped by people. Final Destination. So yeah, I revisited, watched the whole series before I only watched 1 and 2. I would still argue 1 and 2 are the best ones because the lore is kept relatively simple. 3 was good. There's a lot of, like, the whole plot arc involving, like, photos and using clues in the photos to try to stave off death for the other people. Neat, a little contrived, but neat. But I guess Final Destination, especially 3 and 4, and I guess even 5, right? Fall into a trap of, like, they kind of had the same realization that the characters did at the end of 1 with how this shit works out, but it's like you, the audience, already know, so it's like, I don't know, the main characters just come off as retarded. Granted, realistically, there's no way they would know that unless they experience it, so they kind of give it a free pass. But 3 was good. It's not as good as 1 or 2, if you ask me. And then Final Destination 4 was, like, really bad. Who's this motherfucker? Oh, look at this. Expedition probably gonna get Game of the Year. And if not, it's gonna be a toss-up with Silk Song. Gotcha. Yeah, I hope it's really that good. I mean, I plan on playing it myself, but yeah, I should probably make it. Once again, my backlog is so fucked, though. But I do want to jump on it sooner than later, so I'm not waiting like 10 years like everything else. Kakaroon got cheap info, yeah? Yo, got big gill. Kakaroon got big info. Yo, looking for something? Yo, need big info. I like how these guys are like the goblins from Harry Potter and they enjoy being slaves. It's really funny to me. Oh, Rune, you look for shiny armor, Elvan. Any weirdo with a silk mask? Kakaroon, no, weirdo. Shiny Elvan. Oh, maybe Kakaroon see him. Maybe Kakaroon not see him. Mercenary lady. Kakaroon like things that go clink clink, yeah? Sure. Oh, trade. Yo, trade to Kakaroon, yeah? Cheap info. Kakaroon only need one thing that go clink clink, yeah? Don't even get me started on them out bed, yeah? So when the game was out, you just had to like talk to every single person in town. Right? Alright. Or I guess have everyone in your party talk to everyone in town and then just have someone scream in the lobby like, no, I found the motherfucker! It's this dickhead over here! Motherfucker can sniff next week. Yes, they wanted a cute Moogle alternative is my guess. Alright, so what does this fucker want then? Does he just want me to give him Gil, or? Or do I just not even have to engage with him? Trade him 1,000 Gil. How would you even know that? I guess you just trial and error. It's trial and error. Once again, I'm sure the same thing is like everyone just trying to see what he'll accept. Kakaroon loved the sound of clink clink, yeah? Now mercenary lady here, big info. Is that shiny armor, Elvan? Oh, he told you you wanted 1,000? I didn't see that. Ah, you're the adventurer I met in Salahim Sentinels. Surely you did not track me down at the behest of that foul-mouthed feline. Told me don't have an Imperial coin. I didn't even see that option, honestly. Or perhaps you're here in search of information as well. Well, the particulars are not important. What matters is that we are both foreigners here. Have you not noticed anything suspicious about this place? They recruit mercenaries with what approaches desperation and are surrounded by fiends, more bloodthirsty than the most savage orc. And yet this grand empire is such a small standing army. The more I investigate, the more I encounter the strangest things. Strange? Yo, wanna hear strange? Oh, Rune. Kakaroon knows something strange. What's this? Well, out with it then. Shiny Elvan is scary, but okay. Everyone here know the strange thing. Kakaroon will tell you without clink clink. You know forget kind Kakaroon, yeah? Alright, homie, about to head out. 5 a.m. night, y'all. Good night, bro. Fucking get some sleep, man. Fucking love staying up till dawn, bro. But I hope you're doing good, man. As usual, much love, bro. Most strange thing in Al-Zabi is the astral candy sense. All who come to Al-Zabi want to see this thing, yeah? Astral Candescence. Yeah, Astral Candy Sense. Shiny Elvan not know that big info, yeah? Yo, and Shiny Elvan are mercenaries, yeah? Yo, new to Al-Zabi? I've heard of this object. An acquaintance of mine made some mention. Orun? It is spinning, always spinning. Very pretty, yeah? This warrants further investigation. Shiny Elvan, yo no forget kind Kakaroon. Yo learn big info from Kakaroon. Next time yo bring Clink. Very shiny, yeah? Kakaroon will never forget Shiny Elvan. Shiny Elvan will come back to Kakaroon with Clink. And we keep those fuckers around because they work for free, right? Pretty sure. God damn, that's a lot of Galka. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Galka crew. I like that. I like the one in jeans and a Mog mask. Jesus Christ. It's like a swole as shit furry. It's like if Brock Lesnar was at a furry convention. He's just a Moogle. What are you talking about? Brock Lesnar is coming to FurryCon this summer. He just fucking beats the shit out of him. And then does like a flip off the top rope directly on his fucking neck. Hot Ergon Whitegate. Home point 2. Is that even a door? I don't even think that's a door, bro. Ah, shit. What, yeah, so that's Final Destination 3. Oh, goddamn. Next, I want to read about Final Destination 4, so give me a second. You don't have a furry roleplay problem? You can quit anytime you want. I know, I'm like those violent ass leftists. I'm just into furries and fucking writing woo on bullets. Welcome to Walara Temple. I like for the record that people are like, oh, we have no idea. I'm pretty sure he's a right wing. I mean, shit, Jimmy Kimmel just got shit canned for that, which is pretty fucking funny. Yeah, man. I love that people are crying free speech, by the way, that like an employer has to hold on to anyone when they say anything, regardless of their performance. Welcome to Walara Temple. Our doors are always open to those seeking knowledge. And why might a mercenary find herself in this place of peace? What is this? You wish to obtain permission to gaze upon the astral incandescence within the Hall of Binding? I applaud your scholarly curiosity, and I would assist you in this endeavor if I could. However, I must regret to inform you that the entry into the hall is forbidden by the Serpent Generals for all but the servants of Walara. Even the Empress herself is not above the law. I'm afraid I cannot help you. I grow weary of these refusals. Oh dear, my good knight! Former knight! I have forsaken my knightly vows and joined the mercenary ranks. But that is beside the point. There's something I would ask you, servant of Walara. I will endeavor to answer any question, should it be within my power. Is not the Walara philosophy, from the void all things are born, to the void all things return, purported to be the fundamental tenet of existence? Yes, this is so. Then if all things eventually return to the void, would it matter if that process was accelerated? Sir Rifle, this is not the intended meeting. Sage Walara, our founder, built his philosophy around the unavoidable destiny that all creation shares. And I would ask you, does the astral incandescence interfere with the destiny of which you speak? I shall speak plainly. My reasoning for answering the Empire's call for mercenaries is simply to help stop this conflict and bring peace to the land. However, the direct cause of the conflict lies in the very object that the servants of Walara go to great lengths to protect. I wonder if the treasure held by the city is even the object in question. How is it that the great majority of Al-Zabi citizens know not of this? Maybe they just commit more crimes. You never know. How are you doing, Gassy as fuck? I forgot to ask. Hopefully you're doing well. Better than me. I'm having a rough arm bone day. Or, yeah, I guess muscle or tendon, whatever. It's not bone. I guess it's good, because the healing should, in theory, be faster, but goddamn, it's taking the sweet time. Your questions and doubts are justified. However, even the servants of Wallara do not entirely understand the nature of the astral incandescence. Do you still plead ignorance? Very well, but heed my words, servant of Wallara. If you keep your current path, an even greater conflict awaits to engulf you. Do not think that I, Raifal, will stand by in quiet acquiescence. I occasionally become the target of frustrated questioning by unbelievers. I feel my inadequacy most keenly when I fail to help a soul understand the teachings of Wallara. Such trials are part of my never-ending lessons in life. In fact, there was another who came to the temple quite recently, a Yagudo monk. He was possessed of a much gentler mane than the Golden Knight, but his questions were much the same. No matter their agenda, the servants of this temple are always ready to welcome those who express an interest in the teachings of Wallara. Wow, they're very degenerate if they're just accepting the bird demons to walk in here, but then again, I guess the people of Windurst are allies with them, so... Maybe they're the most reasonable, despite being pretty fucking difficult to fight. Let's see, Gassy says, been a rough week. Temperatures are constantly going up and down. Elbow was killing me last night. Gotcha. Yeah, it's been just kind of raining quite a bit recently where I'm at. Which I don't mind. Honestly, I prefer it on a weekend, though, than a work day, because I'm just tired. Sage Wallara once said, I alone do not possess all the answers. Let us ponder the mysteries of the universe together. Shared knowledge is the shortest path to enlightenment. You have come all the way to the capital of a distant nation. Perhaps you should take an opportunity to share your thoughts with others. I'm certain you will find the practice beneficial. I seem to recall talk of the Shararat tea house becoming a popular gathering place for visitors to Al-Zabi. Why not start your path to enlightenment there? It's like, go talk to random people, dickhead. Like, thank you. Finish watching the Hat Salesman stream. It almost sounded like he gave a shit. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it all tomorrow. I'm assuming it's re-uploaded by then. Well, I mean, it's very, very fucking turbulent times. I'm glad he's streaming. I feel like within the past like month, there's been like 3 or 4 extreme leftist spurgouts. And it's freaking the living fuck out of the independents, the slightly left-leaning, and pretty much all the mainstream media and politicians. Because the politicians are just self-serving. They don't want to die, but they also realize how fucking bad it looks. The media just wants to make money, and I think they also realize how fucking bad this looks. Independents are going to be flocking the fuck to the right. People are slightly left-leaning. I have noticed a lot of them are fairly disgusted. It's like they didn't realize that it was like this. I'm like, how the fuck did you not? These fucking pricks have been reeing like this for like 13 years now. I do not understand. Those curs of Wallara, it was just as you described. They did nothing but mock my queries. What am I to do, Gesho? What the fuck? Oh, what is this degenerate elfin doing? If he's just hanging out with Yagudo, alright. Maybe he's one of the good ones, I don't know. Sir Raifal, I've acquired some information. The astral wind. I hear these words often on the lips of Al-Zabi citizens. The astral wind, yes. This is a name given to the ethereal breeze that stirs the air around the astral incandescence. Forget about the last cutscene. No, well, they mentioned a Yagudo walking around, but they didn't mention that they were like both together, right? They just said that they asked the same questions. Unless they did say, yeah, like Prince Treon in disguise. It's real tight with that fucking Yagudo. I did not see that one. The wind arises whenever the astral incandescence is set within its plinth. Yeah, put the two together. They are butt buddies. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't know why Fran would be traveling with the Yaguro. They're like all the way in bumfuck nowhere in what the continent Winders is on. Sarudo Baruto or whatever. Let's see. Creating a sweet melody of unearthly timbre. Their description makes this treasure sound more like some fairy's harp. Saru Burrito. Exactly. I only repeat what was told to me by Nadi, the man in Walara Temple. Ah, that one. When I pressed him with my suspicion that the astral incandescence was the cause of these conflicts, he was not surprised in the least. Makes no sense. I can't believe the astral incandescence is worth sacrificing the lives of Ottergon citizens. Could this trinket be the true treasure the Empire seeks to safeguard? Please. With our current meager information, we have nothing more than meaningless conjecture. We must delve further into this mystery.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
Oh, what's good, CollectedG? How you doing, bro? I'm good somewhere. We're in Odd Ergon now. I beg your leave. Gesho. I would stay away from Salahim Sentinels. Yeah, don't sign your life away, bro. See, it's difficult to see such things with your head lodged firmly up your own ass. Yeah, a few friends have privately talked to me about how concerned and disgusted they are about what happened to Kirk. Yeah. No, it's crazy. It really is crazy. I feel like it's opened up a lot of eyes, which is good. Because it's about time. It's just a goddamn shame that took like 3 or 4 back-to-back-to-back happenings over the course of like 3 weeks. You. Aren't you an employee of Salahim Sentinels? Do not tell that Mithra of what you have heard here. So, how much have you learned? I definitely did not learn shit about Walara Temple or the Empire. I guess we know about Salahim Sentinels, so we'll start there. Oh, so I'm not the only one who has realized. That company is where I endured the worst insults of my entire life. Oh, I guess we're going through all of them. Alright, Empire then. Oh, so you knew this as well. The Empire of Ottergon is ruled by Nashmera II, the 16th Empress of the Majab dynasty. There are actually 2 capitals to help govern this immense nation. One is in the east and one in the west. You've probably guessed. This western capital is Al-Zabi, also known as the Imperial Capital. Walara Temple. Oh, so you knew this as well. That sphere that floats in the center of the temple is called Gordius. In the ancient past, when the Gordius was unraveled by the sage Walara, it is said he came to understand the fundamental principle of existence. It's the Wisdom Cube. Let's see. Sorry, it's been a while since I showed up. Dude, I've been barely streaming, bro, so trust me, it's on both sides. It's no worries, man. I'm like going through like a bunch of fucking injuries. Right now, it's mostly my left elbow, which is like, I don't know if it's a strain or just a fucking hyperextension. I don't know. But then my right wrist has been sprained. It's like, we're like week 2.5 through it, so hopefully it gets better fast, but it's kind of like, it's been a rough pain day. I don't know. Let's see. Been caught up in a lot of work with video projects, etc. Currently working on my Final Fantasy X-2 review. Fucking sick. I really do look forward to fucking around with that one. Let's learn about Ryfal's secret. What is this? My secret? Explain yourself. I am nothing more than a mercenary who's left the life of Temple Knight behind him. You're really a deadly Tarutaru. Ryfal could never be that proud and dignified. And good looking too. Of all the, how could you mistake me for a no good, arrogant brother? Oh fuck, I chose the wrong one. I guess that worked though. You have me. Trion the First Duragi is undone. Durangatang. It's better that way. How could you have pierced my disguise? Must be your training as adventure. Bro, we went on adventures. Nah, I guess not together, but I went on adventures doing your bitch boy work many times. How have you forgotten, Trion? This goes beyond all patience. But now that you know my true identity, you shall pay the price for mocking the prince. I have a task for you. Deliver this letter to Manalair Halve. in Chateau d'Orangutan. Tell him it comes from the famous sage Raifal. Isn't that the doorman? I'm trying to remember Monte Halve. He's the guy in the middle of the room, right? The future of Ottergon, as well as the four nations of Altana, depends upon the safe delivery of this letter. You and no other will be personally responsible for its arrival. Fail in this, and you shall never set foot on my nation's soil again. See, my friend here. Let's see. Let me see this shit. 3 weeks ago, I sprained my lower back. Fuck! But thankfully, I feel confident enough to go back to gymming. Good. But I mean, it's bad that you fucked up your lower back. Goddamn. Friend also said the same thing happened to him a week prior to me. There's some muscle injury disease going on, or is everyone getting old? I don't know. For me, it was just like... It was like a chain. I had like a week-long fucking diarrhea session. Followed by like a UTI. And then a piriformis muscle that was like freaking the fuck out. That fucked up my sciatica. All that shit is gone. I guess the piriformis muscle occasionally gets tight, but it's not fucking up my sciatica to make me walk fucked up. But my like middle right toe fucking saw some soft level of like soft tissue damage. It got really swollen and fucked up. It's on the mend. It's getting pretty far along though, healing, which I guess is good. Soon I'll be able to walk normal again, yeah. Then I got the wrist sprain, trying to like overcompensate for the fact that I can't put any weight on my right foot. And I want to say maybe even the left elbow is also a portion of that, just because like now I was just using the left arm for a while there. I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's fucking me then. I guess I'll just die. Good, I'm glad to hear you're recovering. No, it's just taking way longer than I would like. CollectedG, do you like my new monk outfit? I went from the unique job class monk outfit to the level 2 unique monk job class outfit. There's a third one, but I don't think I'm ready for it yet. But I look beautiful. Oh god! Fucking degenerates. That Galka is using that naked Elvan as an ass plug. Thoughts on Trump effectively ending the rupees for Code Monkey's exchange program? Dude, it is, that's really good. That's actually gonna really help me, honestly, with what I do. Although, you know, I don't do coding, but, you know. IT security. Once again, get these, especially if I'm trying to move to a fucking city. Like an actual city. Monte Fisto, as you're likely aware, all matters concerning the royal family pass through me. What have we here? A letter with writing so terrible I cannot even read that I am the intended recipient. It's Carrion worm scrawl. I've seen this like before. The person who entrusted you with this message. The Lord of Illegibility, as I would call him. I am certain this letter is from the heir to the throne of Sandoria, the Prince Royal, Trion the First de Ragi. I am mistaken, you say, that this letter was written by one Sage Raifal? But this chocobo scratch could only be the work of Prince Trion. I shall prove it to you. I have long attended to the prince and encountered many opportunities to decipher his unique style of writing. A moment, if you will. Astral Condas? Astral Wanda? It's truly atrocious. I have no doubt this letter is from Prince Trion. I'm afraid I cannot make out its meaning. Monte Halve. You look troubled. Perhaps I may be of assistance? General Rahal. You offer us aid is most generous, however. No need to be so humble. You have one of Trion's indecipherable letters, do you not? How could you know? I have my sources. Some days, Prince Trion abandoned the signing of some official documents. He placed a mannequin in his chair, fled the chateau in the dead of the night. At least it wasn't a forest hair this time. Hold up, let me read some of this shit. Let's see, apparently the fee is a one-time thing and any G already here is fine. Yes, but they don't have like permanent job visas though, you know what I mean? So, like that's gonna start to run out, you know what I mean? It's going to... There's going to be some difference. There's going to be some felt difference, and it's going to... Yeah. I feel like it's a net gain. I think it's a win. Indians are threatening Nirvana on themselves because they don't want to move back. People on 4chan are buying tickets from India to the US. Block Indians coming in. It's full plans. Let's see. This is when I had Travials here shadow the prince's movements. He has had training in the arts of a ninja. Please continue the tale. Travials? Sir, Prince Rion first made his way to Mara and passed himself off as an adventurer. Dear Altana, a member of the royal family, tripsing as an adventurer. Trapsing? How the fuck do you say that? It's a word that I've only ever seen written. I've never actually heard anyone say. Trapezing? Like they're just trapezing around? Like the trapezius muscles? The court will be mortified. From there, His Highness boarded a ferry bound for the shores of Ottergan. Ottergan, and then? I quickly slipped aboard as well and guarded the royal person from the shadows. The ferry safely arrived in Al-Zabi with the prince none the wiser to my presence. After entering the city, Prince Trion headed straight for a mercenary company and apparently signed some sort of contract. A contract? Surely not with his own name. This could escalate into an international crisis. There's nothing to fear on that count. His Highness travels the Empire under the assumed name of Raifal. So no one in Al-Zabi is aware of his true identity? I wouldn't say that, my lord. The prince is wearing a suit of gilded gold plate and is not subtle in his information gathering. Great goddess. And he's not disguised at all. No, my lord. Come to think of it, I have seen this adventurer's face in the very same mercenary company. This letter must be the very same document I witnessed in the prince's hand at the Shararat tea house. I'm wounded that Prince Trion does not have more trust in us as loyal subjects. And I do wish he would act with a little more discretion. That is a matter we shall discuss anon. Hey, anon. First, we must learn the reason for Prince Trion's seemingly frequent trips to the nation of Ottergan. What is the current state of the Near East? Is the prince in any danger? Not be concerned. I'm sure that Travials has learned much from Lilo Dallas Multipass from following the prince. Please help. Sir, Raifal, Prince Trion investigated the following facts. 4 years ago, Jalzan, the former emperor of the Ottergan, and his wife both succumbed to the same illness. Yes, I remember. The kingdom of Sandoria sent her condolences. The illness was quite virulent, as I recall. The beastmen who dwell on the western borders of the nation used this as an opportunity to cease offering tributes. What more would you expect from those savages? Oh, so even the beastmen were sending tributes to fucking Ottergan? It's kind of hard to fucking picture, honestly. Jeez. See, Charlie Kirk's death and liberals celebrating has been a red pill for many people. Well, that's what we were talking about right before he came in. Shit's crazy. Gonna be a red tsunami next year. Yeah, no, like 10,000 fucking percent. We may very well witness the death of the party and its place, hopefully a better party. I'll be glass half full and shit. Though the Empire's long war with the Eastern nations was at a stalemate, they could not afford to grow complacent. Very inefficient war. I mean, it takes fucking forever just to travel one ferry across. Let's see. The main body of the Imperial Army, I will lead the next army of retards. Every time they just like launch an armada that just gets taken out by a fucking wave. The main body of the Imperial Army remained focused on the east. Meanwhile, the beastmen of the Mamulja Savage Lands and Halvung territory unfurled a banner of rebellion on the abandoned Western Front. It was not too long before they joined an army known as the Undead Swarm. The military might of Sandoria is fully occupied with the Orcish horde alone. Yeah, and barely holding in there, fuckers. If it were 3 separate armies. Come, my fat rainbow-haired lesbians. You're more than re. Even a mighty nation like Ottergan must flounder. Of a certain, sir, the capital itself has recently been the target of beastmen invasions. Ottergan now finds herself without the resources to even repair the walls of Al-Zabi. No matter how impressive a swordsman Prince Trion is, we cannot allow him to remain in such a dangerous place. I must take this matter up with those responsible for protecting the royal household. Bring me General Kurilla. General Kurilla, it appears a member of the Royal Knights has managed to track down the location of our wayward prince. And where, pray tell, would that be? The Empire of Ottergan. Ottergan? A nation recruiting mercenaries? Yes. And it stands to reason that Temple Knights should stand little chance of finding the prince. I seem to recall ordering you to take measures that would prevent this sort of thing from happening again. Am I mistaken? No, Monte Halve. I have been derelict in my duty. It is good that you recognize your failings, but you shall be made to take responsibility for the situation. Yes, my lord. Forgive my directness, Monte Halve, but I must ask, how would Prince Trion travel to such a distant land? Does he feel so strongly about the Empire? Prince Trion visited Al-Zabi once before when the Emperor was yet hale and healthy. The incident that occurred is most likely connected to all this. However, now's not the time to be telling tales of the past. The matter has grown beyond the realm of our judgment. We must bring this letter to Prince Puge immediately. Prince Puge. What is all this commotion? How like Trion to rush out with so much a word. He has earned a reputation for action before thought. There we are. He has earned a reputation for action before thought. Your Highness, reading is hard, guys. Please understand. This is the letter we believe to have been penned by your Elvan brother. See, now I'm like adding it in there. I'm combining words, Reila. Sentences, lines. It is mortally correct to hate the Elvan in this game. Yeah, they really are massive pusses. We really should have just gone and told Cid. Hey Cid, Prince Trion of the Sandoria is fucking up. He's like, alright, let's send a fucking mega battleship cruiser over there just to lay waste. Fuck him. This letter we believe to have been penned by your brother. Travials may have provided enough keys to unlock this rambling script. This may require some time. There's no need to convene a meeting with linguists, Halve. Let me see the letter. This time my brother's actions may have a positive side. He writes on the current state of the Empire. We must turn our attention to the Near East, where a battle on the scale of the Crystal War is brewing. What on Vandeel is happening over there? There's an overwhelming reason for the beastmen attacks from Al-Zabi. I will read to you what my brother's written, word for word. At the center of this conflict is a treasure known as the Astral Candescence. This object emits an enchanting melody, unheard by mortal ears. The melody envelops and fills those nearby with a boundless energy, be they person or beastman. The citizens of Al-Zabi call this melody the Astral Wind. I believe I have come to understand Prince Trion's apprehensions. You're not alone in that feeling. And we are in agreement. Alve, have messengers sent to the other nations immediately. We must convene an emergency meeting of the nations. Understood, Your Highness. And the location? The location. Send a request to Jueno to secure a meeting room in the Grand Duke Palace. At once. Prince Pige, what shall be done about Prince Trion's frequent excursions outside of the kingdom? I do not wish to be rude, but we are well aware of how the prince reacts to attempts to dissuade him from his course. It is true. Having their heir to the throne playing at being a mercenary will not improve Sandoria's image in the eyes of the world. But the solution is simple. I shall write my brother a letter. A letter, Your Highness? Yes, I have an idea. But I shall need a volunteer to deliver it safely to Al-Zabi. I suggest Travials. Stop saying his name, I don't want to read it. He is well versed in the geography of the region. Excellent, let it be done. I will not fail you, Your Highness. Also, she's got a great ass. Yeah, I mean, the Elvan bitches. They're the only good part about the Elvan. Your Highness, this is Count Monte Fisto. She brought Prince Trion's letter back from the Near East. Is that so? I do not approve my brother's rash actions, but he does have an eye for trustworthy messengers. Count Monte Fisto, I'm sure you're exhausted from your long journey, but your presence will be required at the meeting in Jueno. We may have need of your testimony. And Monte Fisto, arrangements for the meeting will be made in all haste. Make your way to Jueno as soon as possible. I didn't want to read the actual ending of the sentence, that's all that was. I never thought the situation would be this grave. Alright, did you know that? What chapter are we on, by the way? Easterly winds. Let me take a look at that. We have to wait 1 Earth minute. Cute. It's actually perfect. Oh god, we're on mission 6 already? Holy shit. Well, goddamn, I guess when I was initially looking at it, I did note that a whole bunch of them seem to be cutscenes, which, I mean, they are, but jeez. I mean, I don't, but you do? What the fuck? Oh, because I finished the dialogue late? Fucking whore. So how many parts are here? Alright, 48. Well, 6 out of 48. That's significant, right? If you did math, that would be something. Yeah, we'll sit through this expansion faster than Chains of Hermathia. Yeah. So we should at some point unlock Puppeteer so that we can get to work on Winder. So we can do that next time, though. Let me see what we got here. I just want to see what the rewards are if I turn these in. I might rather turn them in as another class. I love how the entire game's in the tutorial. It's still fucking funny to me. Yeah, the tutorial, you know, the tutorial. Was it 500 XP? That's not even really worth it, right? And you get 500 times 6, which is 3k, but like, that's like killing 3 high-level things. I'd rather just save that for when I'm like level grinding a fresh class. And then just like go through all my backlog of missions I need to claim. So level up real quick. Has it been 1 Earth minute? You're fucking killing me. When have I ever been the patient type? Reila, you have very nice thighs, for the record. And I don't feel shame in complimenting you for that. Especially in front of chat.
I don't know. She's kinda gay to me.
Sarah summoning the Ralpha male to grant me a wish. Yes, yes, one day I'll compliment your thighs too. I wish that Medicare outlived him. Medicare is just crazy. I mean, he's been like dying for what, like something like at least 10 years now, right? I think longer than that. It's crazy. I mean, fucking good for him though. Seriously, fucking impressive. I think it was 4 years. It feels more recent than that. That people were talking about his health. I don't know if that was specifically the diagnosis was 4 years ago, but I feel like he's been talking about his fucked up health for a while. Keeps telling these tall tales about how bad it is. People forget the 24-hour op shit. Oh, you think he's just got a minor cold? That would be funny. Just had like tuberculosis. You can live through that, right? You're just weaker. Hey guys, I was watching the movie Tombstone. Wait, are we going to Jueno? Yeah, we are. Yeah, I was watching Tombstone, and that was Doc Holliday. I think he had tuberculosis. It's fucked up. It's a late-stage yellow fever. You know nothing about fatal can be. Travel to another home point. Area. Sorry, I'm using my left hand. It's fucked up, man. It's truly fucked up, my god. The pain is real. Another cutscene. Yep. Cutscene heavy expansion. Another gay meeting. You have gathered here today at the request of Kingdom of Sandoria. I thank you on behalf of the king. This is the first time in history that an emergency summit of this nature is taking place. The issue I lay before you is beyond the scope of a single nation. Prince Fisto, the adventurer you have permitted to attend the summit has arrived. Thank you for coming, Monte Fisto. Yeah, I feel like in imagery for Final Fantasy XI, you always see Wolfgang on all of the on all the art and oh, this is the Hume. It's like he's the Hume representative, you know? It's kind of weird because he's barely in the fucking game. We're on the third fucking expansion. Not another gay meeting. This time one of us will wear this Shantoto like a belt buckle. You'd probably be into that sick fuck. Allow me to begin by explaining the events that have led to today's meeting. It began when Monte Fisto, mercenary and adventurer, arrived at the gate of the Chateau de Ragui, bearing a letter of extreme importance. The contents of that letter prompted me to call the nations together. It was penned by a sage known as Raifal, and described in painstaking detail at the current state of Adargan, the Empire. This is the same nation that has the port in a frenzy over mercenary recruitment, the very same. I speak of the Near Eastern nation, the Empire of Adargan. Adargan is now under pressure from the three separate Beastmen armies, and Al-Zabi. The mighty capital itself is in danger of falling. Great Altana, the Silent Empire. It was once called that. You may have been too young to know this, Your Highness, but the rest of us should remember. I am aware of the term. In the time of the Great War, the Empire possessed an army greater than the combined forces of the allied nations. Yet not a single soldier was sent in response to calls for our aid. Where was Gondor when we were being raped in the asshole? Where was Gondor when we were forced to put on the furry costumes? My apologies, you are well versed in history. But knowing this, you should also know that we have no obligation to lift even a finger for Adargan, no matter how serious her predicament. Why, Volker? Where was Gondor when the Ninja Turtles raped Lightning? That's a sentence that, I mean, even in context is pretty out there, but out of context, no one would fucking understand. There's 3 layers to that shit. Let's see, why, Volker, always so calm and cool? You've grown hot and bothered, and your speech is most cruel. You should understand, Dr. Shantoto. You were there on that battlefield. Who knows how much suffering could have been avoided if we had the help of the Empire. On the contrary, my dear musketeer, we owe them more than you can imagine, I fear. What do you mean? Adargan has taken many countries under her yoke. A ferocious nation that has even bared fangs at the far eastern folk. Calling the Empire to help in our cause would be like freeing us from demons in return for dragon jaws. It may be true, but even the close relationship Adargan had with Tavnazia, that subject is not the issue here. I know. Dr. Shantoto, why did Windhurst open Mara's port to the Empire? My nation's actions are none of your concern. Okay, so it's story reason why we could only depart from Mara. That's kind of interesting. I was wondering why, honestly, there's 3 other fucking ports. My nation's actions are none of your concern. At least we have backbone. When will Bastok learn? You go too far, Dr. Shantoto. Enough. I did not call you here to speak of possible troop contributions. And why are we here, Your Highness? Our main concern is the treasure thought to be at the center of this conflict, the astral candescence. Astral candescence? It is described as some manner of musical instrument. Rah, Metal Gear, exactly. That's what they're building underneath. They're building the Shagohod. But apparently, is much more than that. This instrument is said to produce a phenomenon known as the astral wind, a breeze that blows from an unidentifiable source. It's just that fucking Marin cat girl bitch farting on people. It creates a melody and a timbre unheard by mortal ears. I'm confused. How can there be a melody if nothing can be heard? Astral wind. This is all very unusual. I'm sure we've all seen stranger things before. An unidentifiable source. Hey, that doesn't fucking rhyme, Shantoto. What the fuck? In Windurst, there is no shortage of magical gadgets. Pens that write by themselves, a room that sweep on command, a breeze. I mean, they even have that Cardian brand. Fuck. They even have that Cardian band. Oh, the fucking training dummies with the souls in them, yes. That's similar. Don't you think, Dr. Shantoto? Astral wind. Dr. Shantoto, is everything alright? Oh. If it's automatic instruments you need, our children make such things before they learn how to read. The problem lies in the power of the wind. The wind? It envelops those close by. Someone's examining me, no. See, CollectedG says, I did beat the remake of Snake Eater, by the way. Not a bad way to re-experience it. I think you're saying as much. I think last time, I kind of forget. My brain no works so good. It might have just been in the Discord chat. Yeah, like when it goes on sale, I'll definitely pick it up. I think in the short term though, I'll just play it as part of that Metal Gear collection. But no, it does look like a interesting up-res of everything. It envelops those close by and fills them with a mysterious strength. There are few who can resist the lure of this energy, even among the beastmen. If the instrument is that dangerous, why not just give it to the beastmen or smash it out of hand? That is what common sense would tell us. If it were up to an individual or even an entire town, what are you trying to say? What if that decision lay in the hands of a nation? And if you posed a threat to your own citizens, if that treasure could one day be your salvation, would you not choose to protect it? How could a mere instrument hold that kind of power? The sage who composed this letter is afraid. Afraid that the astral candescence will one day be the catalyst for conflict to rival the Crystal War. Now, Prince Puge, as a representative for an entire nation, you would do well not to throw those words around so lightly. My apologies. This is merely based on conjecture of a sage. Why don't we have Count Monte Fisto, who has seen and heard these things in person, give us her account? We cannot make a decision based on this tale alone. A nation has a responsibility to maintain soldiers and weaponry for the defense of its people, and for a city in this situation, I would go so far as to say that some sort of secret weapon is almost a necessity. Goddamn, that is a lot of S sounds in one sentence. A little fucked up. In any case, it doesn't seem that this astral candescence presents any immediate danger to the people of Alzabi. I wouldn't say that was entirely true if it were me and I were you. Count Monte Fisto, I came to a conclusion after you left the chateau. I wish to hear your honest opinion. Excellent. I knew asking you here was the right decision. I rely upon your vast experiences in venture. What is the astral candescence? If it is such an important treasure, then why not secret it away inside the palace instead of placing it in an area most vulnerable to beastmen attacks? I sense some hidden purpose for this dangerous object. Do you have any thoughts on the matter, Count Monte Fisto? Not really. I don't know. Sage Wallara philosophy. I guess that's the only thing I really remember is the Wallara philosophy. The Wallara philosophy, what matter of learning is this? What connection does this philosophy have to the astral candescence? From the void all things are born, to the void all things return. I don't understand what this void they speak of refers to. Though this philosophy is not so far from our own belief that all life begins and ends with the great Altana and the mother crystals. Oh, too much time in the cathedral for Destin's little boy. The mind is a tool you must sharpen, not a child's toy. You mock me, Dr. Shantoto? You look for your answers in all the wrong places. Shall I bring a little hope to your long, dreary faces? What are you hiding, Shantoto? The servants of Wallara controlled the Hall of Binding, the treasure's little nest. The Hall of Binding is defended by the Serpent Generals, the best of the best. Serpent Generals, a name I have heard. Each one is said to be worth 1,000 soldiers. The astral candescence is strictly monitored by the Wallara Temple, according to the adventurer's speech. But the treasure is kept in an area that the beastmen can easily reach. And there we find the Serpent Generals, the strongest of the strong, plus mercenaries like Monte Fisto to help them, if I'm not wrong. Yes, there does seem to be some contradiction to be found here. You see, this is a huge game of set the trap and wait, and the astral candescence is the very tasty bait. Of course, why didn't I see it? But wait, this creates a whole new set of questions. Why would they want the beastmen in the city? There are some things that even I cannot divine. It's time to sit back and wait for a sign. But it does seem that this problem lies at the center of some grand plan. Without concern for the people of Al-Zabi. Need more information. Yes, an individual of keen wits and sharp senses. My lords, I have a suggestion. Monte Fisto is employed as a mercenary of the Empire. However, she is a distinguished adventurer who will not sell her principles for a bag of gil. I point to the safe delivery of the sage's letters, proof of her dedication. A long journey without promise of reward. And I'm sure that all of you present have had numerous beneficial dealings with adventurers. They have earned our trust and respect. That is why I have put forth a motion to have Count Monte Fisto return to the Empire and fight as a mercenary. We cannot allow any more blood to be spilled by the beastmen, even should that blood belong to another nation's people. And if Count Monte Fisto can improve her standing enough to bring her closer to the Imperial Palace, we may learn the ultimate goal of the Empire. You'll find no argument here. Adventurers have been the quiet heroes in many of Bastok's darker moments. An idea that creates less for us will not find me making a needless fuss. How does the Duchy of Jueno stand on this? In agreement. The linking of our auction house services has strengthened the ties between Jueno and the Empire, but economic matters are superseded by politics. All in favor? One moment. As Raifal warned, this problem is not likely to remain constrained within the borders of the Near East. Just curious, have you guys still not seen the anime? Welcome to the NHK. No, don't summon a marriage darts. I haven't. I still need to. I really do. Oh, get some more water. It's a cutscene heavy expansion. I guess I prefer it to a whole bunch of bullshit, but I would like something in between. You know what I mean? I guess if you're playing when it was new, you'd just be kind of walking to and from different places. Oh god, I didn't even read that. Are there other places of Van Deal, including our 4 nations? Urgum is the word for world in the language of Ot Urgan, and this lurking threat could plunge it entirely into chaos. Alright, just spreading some random linguistic knowledge. Thank you, Purge, you dick. We lay this constant... Let's see, goddammit. We lay this mission before you, Count Monte Fisto. Will you consent to take up this burden? That's what I'm here for. You have our thanks, Count Monte Fisto. Naturally, we will do all in our power to aid you in this task. It is a trifling amount, but perhaps you might use this Ottergon coin on your travels. Yay, shekels! Treasure is more than simple bait. An astral relic can and will seal your fate. The Empress goes too far in her game. I'm curious to see how it turns out, all the same. Alright, so Ottergon have the Wisdom Cube. Wisdom Cube gives this constant like feeling that you want to go towards it and gives you a bunch of power, kind of like the I guess like the One Ring a little bit, right? And these fuck faces, Wisdom Cube. Oh god, I enjoyed that episode of Aqua Teen where he has a bunch of bumper stickers that he reads, and that's all he does. He just reads bumper stickers at you. But what? These guys have declared that the Empress is using that cube and its power to draw beastmen and people alike to do something. We have no idea why they would do that. We just know it's really, really powerful, and they're about to be hyper invaded. But they might seem to want to be hyper invaded, which is a little weird. Maybe they're like modern day France and Germany. They're like, we love it, please. Please take my wife. Neat. But, fuck, I was talking about the Final Destination movies. Final Destination, please, take my wife. It's my favorite old-timey punchline. Alright, dude, I need you to load in. Where are you? I'm scared, you're not here. There's too many people here. Why are there so many people here? Why is it taking so long to load in? Oh god, I'm scared. Oh, Reila, there you are. Alright, gotcha. But Final Destination 4. Final Destination 4 was a massive piece of shit. I'd say it's the only movie in the franchise that's legitimately bad, and I mean that. Apparently, like, okay, so it has a whole bunch of bad CG, and the actors really, really suck. Apparently, it came out, like, right after Avatar came out, right? So it was, you know, when, like, a whole bunch of movies were trying for 3D shit. So, like, all the premonitions in the movie, like, flat out tell you, like, with, like, you get, like, 4 clues each premonition, but they're all exactly what's gonna happen, so now you're looking at that exact object knowing, you know, it's going to trigger a domino effect to the other ones. But, the clues were really, really bad, because they were kind of spoilery. And also they looked bad because the CG was really shitty, but apparently the reason the CG was shitty, I guess, was because they wanted to go 3D and maybe that increased the budget, so I don't know. It just felt like a cheap, shitty movie. And the main characters were like extra retarded. Greetings, you're Monte Fisto, an adventurer from the Western Lands, yes? And a registered mercenary of Salahim Sentinels? I must introduce myself. My name is Gesho, and I have arrived from the Western Continent. I am a Yaguro. Do not be alarmed, I am merely a wandering monk who seeks to find a master in this foreign nation. Just like you, I have entered the service of one Naja Salahim. I apologize for the sudden intrusion, but are you acquainted with the mercenary known as Raifal? Oh, you plead ignorance. Would you know him if I described his golden armor? Oh, that guy. In any case, I have something from him to give to you. See, I've only seen the first 2 Final Destinations. Yeah, I would say those are the 2 favorite. It's when the lore is the most simple, I was saying earlier. They're the most classic. And how sad is it that we now refer to movies from the year 2000 as classics? It's actually crazy. It's fucked up. Dentist scene made you really squeamish. Well, I'll say it at the start of the stream. Final Destination 2 fucked me up as a kid, dude. I mean, I was in like middle school, I'm sure, when I watched it, but man, it's still fucked up, man. The Empire of Ot Urgan and the nations of the Far East have been at war for decades. That's a long time to be fighting. Such a conflict would drain the resources of both sides and put considerable strain on the citizenry. They are indeed suffering, particularly in the Far East. This war has exacerbated several other serious matters. The same must be said of Ot Urgan. Despite the size and strength of their army, they must still look to foreign shores for mercenary reinforcement for the defense of the capital. The armies of both nations have met on the field of battle numerous times. building trenches and fortifications to stall the advancement of the enemy. Now the front line can move neither towards nor backwards. French warfare. If I were the Empress, I would want a weapon of great destructive force or some sort of magic. Or even send spies to the enemy cities or main travel routes to destroy their supply lines. Both sides have these options, of course. Why do you grow silent? If I said something untoward? No, it's sometimes hard to believe you're a simple mercenary when such talk of strategy escapes your lips. Ah, you're right, I must be more careful. And I'm not the only one, it seems. You are rather versed in Far Eastern predicament, considering you are meant to be a Mindartian Yaguro. Where the fuck is Mindartia? That sounds familiar. Where the fuck is Mindartia? Nay, I merely repeat what I have heard. Should be focusing on, Gesho, what's wrong? A skulker in the shadows, show yourself. Travialsi? Travials. Travails. Travails? How about that? How about Travails? We'll work on it. You know of this man? A few weeks ago, I ended up watching Scary Movie 2 with my friends for the first time. Fucking hilarious movie. Yeah, I was saying last time once again, I'm just watching a whole bunch of shit while I heal. Yeah, I mentioned that Scary Movie. I watched all 4 of them. The internet told me to stay away from 5, so I followed their advice. Huge. What is he called? Gorilla? No. Alvaro was the one who... Great Altana. Is something wrong? Yes, sure. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I must return to Sandoria. It sounds serious. Something has befallen your homeland? What does that have to do with the likes of you? My apologies. I have overstepped my boundaries. No, I had no cause to berate you so. This man is a knight of Sandoria. My name is Travails. Travails. Please forgive my intrusion. You move like one trained in the far eastern art of the ninja. You have a keen eye. Travails, stop saying his name in conversation, or her name, whatever. Travails will stay here for a time. Please contact him if you have need of me. Understood. Although we stand on different sides of the wall, we are both patriots. I am certain we shall meet again. Let's continue our conversation tonight. Yes, I would like that. Farewell, Raifal. You must keep your countrymen waiting, or not keep that waiting. Travails touchdown. Yes, and the much, much worse dubbing of No More Heroes. I still would say No More Heroes is my favorite, is into my top 5 favorite games for the Wii. I just really did not like 2. Did not like the sequel. I'm in your debt. Farewell, Gesha. Where the fuck is Mindartia? Where is that? And so he left for his homeland. I imagine he would be docking in Mara at about this time. He has his own, fucking private army. His private posse of army, bodyguards. There's no way everyone in that town doesn't know, oh yeah, that's the Princess Sandoria. Crazy. Let's see. The one holds himself like a king. Before I forget, I have something for you from Travails. Very well, Count Monte Fisto. I take my leave of you here. If our president should discover us loitering in the street, it will mean our heads. See, I was very impressed with the first game. It was the first game I played that made me realize they don't make comedy like they used to. Oh yeah, no, there's just really good fucking humor. I mean, this is right around what, 2000... What would that have been? 2007, 2008? Maybe 9? It might have been 2009, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. But, holy shit. Yeah, people were just, I don't know, more lax back then. Jesus Christ. Once again, you gotta blame the left. Just saying, holy shit. They're the only ones policing comedy. Of the four nations of Altana have gathered in Jueno for an emergency summit. Again? Oh, okay, they're just explaining it. And are you certain one of our mercenaries was seen there? Yes, your magnificence. You have served us well. You may go. Dismissed, sir. Who the fuck was the spy then that like knew of that meeting? Dismissed, sir. We were right to keep her occupied. They have taken the bait, just as we expected. Grand Vizier. Do not underestimate these adventures. We must proceed with the next part of this plan. Alright, so we're not really supposed to understand that, right, Reila? Other than that the Empress is up to some weird evil shit. Or possibly evil shit. Most likely evil shit. Imperial silver piece. It's always evil shit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess the, Jueno, those ruling class turned out to be evil, but granted, as soon as you see them, you know, oh yeah, okay. I know where this is going. I guess changed the Prometheid into, evil rulers. I'm trying to remember that plot. That plot was, like, way too fucking convoluted, though. Like really. I'm liking the pacing and explanation of this one way more. At least it wasn't as obvious as Seymour in Final Fantasy X. Oh, what, for the Xylart? I would say for the Xylart princes, I would say yes. They even kind of look like them. But they didn't have like super evil music like Seymour in Final Fantasy X, so I guess by that measure, yes, it wouldn't be as obvious, but I would argue both are a 10 out of 10. It's just if the scale went higher, 10 would be an 11 out of 10. On the obvious fucking who's the bad guy. The minute he showed up on stream, I was immediately like, gee, I wonder who the main villain is. Seymour was a very douchey villain. What I liked about 10 is that there's multiple villains, you know what I mean? I mean, they did it kind of before, where like, usually villains on the same side, like one will go rogue. In fact, they kind of do that a lot. And I guess 7 had Shinra and, Jehovah, and also the fucking Sephiroth, yeah. Essentially Genova. Hello, Count of Monte Fisto. What happened to our puffed up over pretty night boy? Don't tell me you came back here without him. Turks, maybe. Yeah, like 7 had a lot of them. I feel like what you want is to write a story where there's multiple villains. That's why I always say like Hellraiser is fucking awesome for that reason. I really hope my ears are deceiving me. Tell me that again. Went home. We're supposed to keep we're supposed to keep that part a secret. We'll say went home. Are you telling me that Blockhead Knight took off without so much as a by your leave, Miss President? It's got a lot of nerve to test the patience of Naja Salahim. And don't think you're off the hook either. Why don't you go after him? Surely you didn't think a mercenary was free to do as she pleases, do you? And you didn't go leaving Alzabi ignoring the fact that you were on one of my errands, did you? Both you and Raifal have signed a binding contract with me, or have you forgotten? You belong to me. Forever, always, until death. You mercenaries are my pawns. If you had the free time to be gallivanting to foreign countries, then you shouldn't have been signing up for a bunch of missions. He should have been contributing to the success of this company. That's what's known as a team player. It's not too late for you. Chase him to the end of the world if you have to, but track down that rifle. You know what? Maybe I'll just let him go. I've had enough of his belly aching to last a lifetime anyway. He didn't really do anything. He showed up, signed his name, and fucking left. Like, you barely knew him. Come to think of it, didn't he say he was from the Middlelands? He seemed to be so intent on sticking around here. I wonder why he chose to pack up and leave all of a sudden. Oh well, at least he's out of my hair. That's a load off my chest. Maybe you're a dose of good luck, Monte Fisto. Here's an extra bonus for you. Go on, take it. I'm glad you decided to walk in my door. It's okay, you can tear up a little. Take that feeling and burn it deep into your heart. I'll be using your gratitude as an example in the next recruiting drive. And nice, another Imperial silver piece. Not sure what I'd do with that shit. There we are, we're gonna do that so I can crush this fucking water bottle. Get one at some point. A fresh one, rather. But yeah, so Final Destination 4 was like really shitty. But then I watched 5, which I forget already what it was called. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't even fucking remember it. There's like a subtitle to it, I think. But it was good. It had a cool end twist that I won't give away, but thought some of the kills were really fucked up and gruesome. And the plot twist is cool. And then there was also, let's see, zone out and come back, gotcha. There's also a Final Destination. There, just fighting with many there. So yeah, there's a Final Destination 6, and I watched that as well. It's been like, alright, neat. Like I said, I watched the whole series. And that movie was pretty cool. It didn't really feel like a Final Destination movie for like you have the intro, yeah, but after the intro, that like the rest of the first half, it just feels different. Like, which I guess is good. They like took the formula and the world and kind of did something a little different with it. Just in terms of how they go about the Sorry, edibles kicking. Hey, God, I love you, bro. I'm gonna guess home point 1. Unless you say otherwise. I think I'm just gonna go 1. And if that's wrong, I will, I don't know, I'll go to the other one. Whatever's the closest. You fool, where did I go? Where was I supposed to go? A rare retail Final Fantasy 11 player spotted. What's good, Claudius? How you doing? Oh, look, it's Reila, fucking with me. And how many, I don't know, oh shit. Why am I slow? What did I hit? Oh god. Was it Z? Yeah, okay. Shit, look at that! I recalled that one so quickly. Look at me. Good, just finishing up my first stage 5 prime weapon. Been working on it for 6 months. Alright, so I guess you're a player that has put a fucking disgusting amount of time into this game. Me, I'm only, what were we at, like 200, 220? Getting there. First time blind playthrough. Played since the launch near enough. Goddamn, crazy. Fucking OG. Alright, let's... Oh shit. Just go right into the cutscene. Now let's put this here and that over there. And make this will make Salahim Sentinels the most attractive mercenary company in all of Aht-Urgan. Let's see here. Thanks to President Naja, I learned the true meaning of bravery. Dum-de-dum. Oh, and this one. Thanks to President Naja, I experienced my first taste of victory. What else do we have? Thanks to President Naja, I have learned the true meaning of fear. We'll just change that to fortune. That about does it for the Sentinel's voice. I do so love making these company pamphlets. Now, if only these slack-jaw mercenaries could finish some decent missions. I could start raking in some respectable profit. Makes me wonder why this request came our way. Well now, isn't this just a coincidence? I was just about to send someone out to drag you scruffy hide. One thing I wish I did was pay attention to the story in this game. I was in a rush to catch up to some other people leveling. Yeah, and I guess if you're playing it at launch, right? Then, like, just through traveling alone, every cutscene would be, you know, probably like weeks apart or some crazy shit, yeah? See, surprising story's pretty good, especially Xylar Chains. What's good, Fairuz? How you doing, man? It was hard to do missions at launch, too. Yeah, no, I believe it. And there's all sorts of, like, just old school, like, OG fans of Final Fantasy XI. That's crazy. Yeah, this missed me completely. There's no way I was gonna convince my parents to give me a subscription for a game on like 100-hour fucking, or no, $100 game. As you might know, our company is well respected throughout the Empire. The proof lies in this here gold-trimmed envelope. That's why we need to have a little chat. There's a mercenary commission inside, but first, let's talk rewards. Unlike the pittance you've been receiving so far, this one will be extravagant, without a doubt. Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why. This envelope was sent by the Aht-Urgan Archaeological Research Institute. This request was originated from the Empress herself. Don't tell me you ever heard of the AIARI. They've been conducting investigations within the ruins of Al-Zadal. Ruins of Al-Zadal? A bit shaky on the details, but aside from the Oldham remnants in the Aidiwa subterrane, there's another sprawling set of ruins not that far from here. That site is called the Ruins of Al-Zadal. Oh, let me read some of this shit. Let's see, the OG game did not respect your time. Oh, I fucking believe it, dude. I can see that even today with all the shortcuts included now. Good to see some retail players always. Yeah, I mean, keeping it alive a little bit, I plan on canceling the subscription when I'm like done the game. And I mean by that, I mean like done Voracious Resurgence. It's kind of going through the main story. But yeah, I want to give 14 a try as well. I kind of skipped out on both MMOs. Let's see, yeah, Rayla's saying exactly the same thing I was saying to the quality of life adjustments. It still is like a long as shit game. It just, at launch was even fucking crueler. I feel like anyone who plays an MMO for 20 years past launch deserves an exclusive medal or something. Should be like a Final Fantasy 14 1.0 too. Let's see. Let's go through here. You travel northwest to the Baflau, northwest of the Baflau thickets until you can see the waters of the Cyan Deep. You'll find the tunnel entrance. Until recently, the Empire has forbidden entry into the ruins, a rule enforced by the Immortal Station at the entrance, but now, with investigations complete in that section, the undersea ruins have been open to the public. That means that even nobodies like you can feast your peepers on the remnants of an ancient civilization for the small fee of 1 Imperial silver piece. Supposedly, this fee goes directly towards funding for the AARI, but who knows where all the loot is really going. What do you think of when someone mentions the alchemists of the Imperial Palace? For myself, I always imagine a guy wearing an apron covered in chemical stains, performing the same experiments day after day after day after day. A timeless researcher type. The AARI is supposed to be full of people like that, but listen to me ramble on. Basically, all you have to do to know is that they're under the direct authority of the Empress. You see what I'm saying? We have the chance to make a small fortune and go on the good side of the Imperial government. Try not to mess it up. Oh, I suppose I better tell you about the request itself. They want me to send a mercenary to patrol the Al-Zadal undersea ruins. I hear that some unfriendly local creatures have been holding up the rest of the investigation. You've been shown some decent results lately, so I've chosen you for the job. This could be a big opportunity for fame and fortune. And this kind of work, you should be a walk in the park for a strapping mercenary like yourself. Failure is not an option. Al-Zadal undersea ruins. Are you hard of hearing? Hop to it, soldier. They used to play so much and merge with your real life. Like you woke up late for work, so you're sleepy super. You thought you could teleport. It was impossible for it not to if you wanted to advance. For the Final Fantasy 14 was rough at launch, swearing I had an issue to apologize. It hurt me. As punching as 11 was, they wanted to emulate things in 14. Like bizarre mules. Just made a mess of things. Yeah, it was like a bizarre idea to fucking try a game design of a design type that was essentially, I don't know, almost, like, I don't know, what, 15 years old at that point? But, like, when the genre started, it's kind of bizarre. Why would someone ask for kind of Monte Fisto by name? Yep. Alright, word up. Follow your ass, baby. Ah. Eleven just has a niche quality about it that was a product at the time. Glad they're different now. Yeah, no, and I think like if you're gonna have two MMOs, having them be like two completely different like design ethos works. I'm not sure how they're gonna preserve like 11 for all time unless it, I mean, you can't keep the servers up forever.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Thank you very much, Fairuz, for joining us in the celebration. I think they should just make it free to play later on. Yeah, that would be neat. Because I mean, they should have enough funding to keep the servers alive. You would like to fucking hope. I guess there are private servers though as well if people want to experience it. Yeah, I hope the next Final Fantasy though, I hope they don't do MMOs anymore. but I also hope they don't do like a weird auto battler like 13, but I also hope they don't do action RPG. Oh god, yeah, I think you teleported, Reila. Where did this motherfucker go? Oh, he's over there. They're over there. I think you teleported and I got caught in a fucking door jam. There we go. Turn-based would be nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, I also don't want to be action-based like a 15 or 16. Because, like, you know, like, with the action, I got my fill. With the MMO, I'm getting my fill, and I'll try 14 as well. But, like, you know, you're good on that. And then I consider 13 and 12 to be, like, auto-battlers. That's the best way I can fucking describe it. It's bizarre. So, yeah, I also hope they do turn-based, honestly. Oh, are we not fucking with the books? Alright. Whoop. Whoop. Hated Final Fantasy 13. That was the first Final Fantasy you quit. Yeah, favors, when I like bought it at launch, so I was like extra mad that I spent money on it. After like I was like a third of the way through the game and I had to like come to terms with the fact that the game is not changing and it's not getting better. But at that point it's like, well, I already bought it. You know, so that was really the only driving force, is like I already bought it and I wanted to see the game through, so that way I could like never have it, you know, argued, oh well, you didn't give the game a full fair shot, it gets really good, you know, 40 hours in. So I'm like, no, I'm playing this shit out, goddammit. Yeah, you are like fucking going mental, bro. Teleporting around. Let's see. Best part of Final Fantasy 13 was Phil doing an unboxing and didn't even unbox it as the fire alarm is going off in the background. Fuck, I have to watch that one again. I like how he breaks his commentary like about 50 times, be like, that's the alarm again. That's the alarm again. Like, he really is borderline special needs. I think he's funny. I don't hate the guy. I don't want to be mean to him because I legitimately think he can be funny. And I am willing to overlook all the times he was a dick to people, but my god, that video is so fucking funny. It was an RPG for people that don't like RPGs. Oh, that cuts deep. Fuck, I'm gonna use that line. I can use that to describe a lot of post Final Fantasy X RPGs, honestly. See, Final Fantasy 13 has a surprisingly passionate fan base for some reason. Yeah, it does, which is weird. I don't get it. Maybe they were too young for 10. Yeah, I do think that, like, you know, nostalgia's bias is a thing. If you played a game at a young age, but I feel like if it's your favorite game, you would have to revisit it, right? After playing a bunch of other games, and you would have to kind of notice, wow, you really don't do much in this game, huh? PSP used to do game case giveaways, not game giveaways, but game case giveaways. So fucking funny. Like, I have to, Reila, later on you have to remind me to revisit the Final Fantasy 13 Phil unboxing video. Final Fantasy 13 is the worst thing since my taint. Where do you even start with how wrong it is? I guess we'll start from the beginning. Oh god. I'll do the gaboo. I never do the gaboo. There we are. My gaboo is teabagging your wolf. We'll fit right in at FurryCon this year, bro. We're already there. I have to join you. Make a conga line of very sexually active gaboos. Well, you have 10 seconds. I'll wait, bro. 10 was way better than 13. I agree. And I have my well, let's see if I can bring it up. I can bring up my ranking. There we go. Goobs in the wilds, people doing their thing with people riding them. So new homies, this is my ongoing Final Fantasy ranking chart. I've played the original versions of all of these. I plan on revisiting Final Fantasy 3 because, like, while I played the original, like, NES version, I think I got like 3 of the crystals, maybe getting the final 4. I was like real close to the fucking end. And 4, I played, I think I played the Game Boy Advance, the PSP, and the DS version of, which is crazy. But, and I also need to revisit 12 because I never really gave 12 a fair shot. That is my bias. I have a thumbnail all ready to go for Final Fantasy 12, where I'm gonna really give it a fair fucking shake and try to see the good in it, because there does seem to be, people seem to look back at 12 favorably. If they look back at it at all, I think that's another thing, is a lot of people skipped out on it. Or if they did play it, they were like, eh. Not bad. But yes, this is my ranking though. 9, 5, and 6. Those are just like goats here. They're phenomenal. 10 and 7. I really like them, but there are some major flaws with both. There are some major flaws with both. Not to prevent them from being like, like A tier, you know what I mean? Like a good 9, maybe even a 9.5 out of 10. Although I do think 7's a bit overrated. That's why it's not. Like, it's in the top 5, I'd admit that it's good. Then Final Fantasy 4, the fucking classic. It's just a classic game. Classic and good. 3, I also think is classic. People give it an unfair shake because they played the shitty DS remake. Where totally just, I don't know, it's just punishing. All the enemies are stronger, you face fewer at a time, but they're like way stronger. They take longer to kill. And then the game actively punishes you for switching jobs, switching classes. Where they like can't job level up and their stats are fucking bullshit. For like the first like 6 fights you run into with them. Oh, it's painful. But yeah, the original NES version of 3 is good though. And I would put this 11. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it with Reila. It is fun, but it's got some serious fucking flaws. In fact, I feel like 11 and 8 there. You can even rope in 3 in this kind of discussion. Are games that are good with some serious fucking flaws that cannot be ignored. Oh, am I dismounting? Beautiful. Kami Mapukhalim. Tunnel leads to the Al-Zadal undersea ruins. Now that the investigation of the Ottergon Archaeological Research Institute has drawn to a close, the ruins have been opened up to the public. However, we cannot guarantee your safety. You would be wise to stay aware of your surroundings. The fee for entering the ruins comes to 1 Imperial Silver. If you need a map of the ruins, you can purchase one for 3 Imperial Mithril pieces. Alright, I'm assuming I have to manually trade for those. Fine. Yeah, fucking bitch. Alright, so here's the shit. Oh, I can trade 3 and get a fucking map of the area. Look at that. That's cool. Wait, what? Did she give me one? Imperial Mithril. Oh, wait. Imperial Mithril pieces. Fuck. Okay, do I have those? No, I don't. God damn it. That sucks. Very well, you may proceed. Cool fucking music. I think that last time. Are you gonna stream the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy 3? I might do the Pixel Remasters eventually. When I do play through 3, I'm gonna do the OG NES version. Because as far as an NES game goes, it is extremely technologically impressive, and I'd probably put in the like, if it was translated and brought over back in the day, probably put in the top 5 NES games, honestly. Probably that, Dragon Quest 4, Mario 3. Oh yeah, you know, dude, it doesn't matter. It's for them. Why are you being like this, Reila? God. I can't talk to you about anything. This also reminds me of a Zelda dungeon. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I just keep being reminded of Zelda when I'm here. Yeah, like in Wind Waker, where you're in the, was it like the Sun Tower Palace thing, you know what I'm talking about? After Dragon Roost and the Deku Forest. But yeah, I do have the Pixel Remasters, though. I got it on the Switch. Just that I wanted a physical copy. What the fuck is this? Wow, look at this place. Ooh, oh yeah, because they opened it to the public. What's that? Abdullarabda. Tell me everything. Hey now, this is an ancient ruin you've privileged to be in. Try not to disturb the... This is the first time in the ancient ruin. It's so exciting. Poor Katia is stuck in the factory all by herself. But lucky me gets to go on a trip with Mr. Gotchad. Well, I'm glad... Which one's Gopshot? Is that the Galka? Yeah, he's moving his mouth. Well, see, I'm like, my eyes are like all the way down to the bottom left, man. It fucks me up, man. Zelda games always put me to sleep for some reason. It's like digital melatonin. Yeah, it's crazy that you hate it so much. I think they can be pretty goofy games. I think Nintendo, right? I don't think they, in terms of their first parties games, they don't really have a whole lot of longer games. You know what I mean? I think Zelda really, really scratches that itch. Yeah, the environments are nice. It's kind of nice trying everything. Once again, I feel like Zelda got a little bit shitty when they wanted to tell you everything, which I guess I need to revisit. The Switch one. The Switch one everyone likes. Blanking on it. But I need to revisit that one and see what's up. Let's see. Well, I'm glad to see you're taking interest in the past. But if you keep up that ruckus, who knows what sort of unwanted attention you'll attract. Even with us here to protect you, some monster might snatch you away into the shadows. They'll even employ mercenaries from Salahimine sentinels to patrol the ruins for dangerous beasts. Many alchemists have fallen prey to the legions of foul creatures that stalk these halls. I guess Blue Knight was a new class, right? Or Blue Mage, Jesus Christ. You know how on moonless nights you can hear the roar of the Cyan Deep echoing through the darkness? That sound is really the wails of those lost alchemists as their spirits roam the ruins in ancient despair. Richfi. It's quite enough. The poorest child is shaking in fear. Is that really true? Maybe you'll be the first to find out. You're lying. You're just being a big meanie weenie. Amnaf, what do you see? Quiet. We're not alone. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh. Are you here all by yourself? If you want to see the ruins, you come along with us. If you want to, let's see. Yes, your PSC Wildcat. Jesus Christ, PSC Wildcat badge marks you plainly. I'm assuming this is your first visit to the ruins. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our little tour. Mr. Gassad was about to tell us about the Azadal civilization. These ruins have so many stories. Shit, I mean, I guess we're gonna go through them anyway. Windows. You wish to learn about the windows? Look at those fish swimming around in there. I wonder what would happen if the windows broke. Those fish are actually swimming in the waters of the Cyan Deep. We are currently on the bottom of the ocean by looking out at them. Those windows are under an incredible amount of pressure from the weight of the water. If the windows were to break, I'm afraid we would be crushed in an instant. What's that sparkling light all over the glass? I've never seen anything like it. That is the glow of plasma oil. Oh, isn't that the same oil we use in the automatons? That's correct. The windows of these ruins are actually membranes of plasma oil that repel the waters of the sea like giant bubbles. You mean it just bounces off? You could put it that way, yes. But these barriers have been in place for hundreds of years. I highly doubt they'll give away anytime soon. A truly astonishing feat of technology. However, the only reason these membranes hold is due to a constant supply of plasma oil. Someday, this supply must run out, and when it does... Are you trying to scare me too, Mr. Gachstad? I'm not sure I want to stay here much longer. I think it's German, that's why it's like a Gotthard. Ah, you've touched upon an interesting area, but it's not the shape of the pillars that's so fascinating. Any person with basic knowledge of archaeology would recognize the graceful conical base and frail-looking central column. This design was often seen in the temples built during the reign of Emperor Al-Zadal. Al-Zadal, okay, I am pronouncing that, I think, right. Some 900 years ago. The fascinating thing about these pillars lies in the construction itself. There are markings that suggest a degree of rotation and elongation is possible. How do you make a pillar like that? I wonder the same thing. I theorize that the architects of the structure wanted to incorporate a level of flexibility to compensate for the changes in water pressure. It's pretty clever. Should these technological marvels be understood in the near future, I hope to adapt their use to the field of automaton construction. Mr. Gottschad, I'm gonna work real hard on my studies so I can help you. Gottsad. Mr. Gottsad. He's a very sad boy, you see. The floor? It really is quite fascinating. Oh, I want to hear about this. The elegant mosaics on the floor are designed with several different varieties of stones. One might say that these designs are symbolic of the prosperity of the Al-Zadal dynasty. It's a shame we've lost so many of the arts of that age. What about this shining symbol on the floor over here? I'm sure I've seen this design somewhere before. That is a transport device, not unlike the runic portals currently employed by the Empire. The Ottergon Archaeological Research Institute has deemed these devices safe for use in their continuing investigations. Do they still work even after 900 years? Yes, curious fact. The AARI has been diligent in its efforts to remove all traces of dust and grime as they work through the ruins, but have not attempted any maintenance. There simply hasn't been a need. It's as if these ruins have been frozen in time. Not merely in appearance, but also in all of its functions. I love mysteries. I bet the ruins were just waiting for us to rediscover them. You could be right. Abdulurabda. There we go. I think that's enough for one day. Time to return to the workshop. What, already? We just got here. We can't have poor Tatia mind the place all by herself, now can we? Suppose not, but you'll bring me here again, right? I promise. Rishvi, would you mind escorting young Abdul or Rabda back to Al-Zabi? Aren't you coming with me? Not just yet, I have some things to discuss with this mercenary. Well, okay, see you later. I suppose you're wondering why I asked you to stay. As you can see, I'm also an alchemist affiliated with the Ottergon Archaeological Research Institute. I often have cause to visit the ruins in this manner. Have you figured out what the AARI's true purpose here in the ruins? Conservation of cultural heritage? The research of ancient civilization? These are merely facades. The truth of the matter is our organization is under the orders from the Empress to locate the missing astral candescence. Yes, the candescence held in Al-Zabi is not the only one in existence. How much do you know about the astral candescence, Count Monte Fisto? Not so much. Astral candescence is a national treasure that is set upon the astral plinth within Al-Zabi's Hall of Binding. Also known as the astral wind, the infinite energy of the astral plane flows from this treasure, uplifting the Empire's citizens and granting them courage, as the source of the Empire's prosperity. And yet, the candescence is also the catalyst for unending conflict, as the beastmen hurl themselves against our defenses time and time again in an effort to claim it. We receive the blessings of the candescence at the price of peace. The astral candescence was originally brought into the city to halt the spread of the Bastok and blight of the Empire. I guess that was a sickness from Bastok. He's not saying like those fucking Bastokers. They're a fucking disease. The Emperor of the time hoped to ease the suffering of his people and his nation. But there is more than one candescence. There are few who are aware of this fact. Though the research of various ancient texts and relics, we have verified the existence of 4 other candescences. If we can but find these missing treasures, there may be a chance to end this feudal conflict. That is the aim of the AARI. What do you say, Count Monte Fisto? Will you aid us in your search? You wonder why I know your name? It's not so surprising. I was the one who sent the request to Salahim's Sentinels asking you to patrol the ruins. It seems the immortals stationed at the staging points have taken a liking to you. Your name was at the top of the list of candidates. Count Monte Fisto, if we can find these missing candescences. See, he said the missing candescences, so what, we're collecting like more than just the one in the ruins? We're just collecting Dragon Balls now? Ottergon, no, the entire Auragia continent may know the paradise of peace once again. Alright, so Ottergon is just part of the Auragia continent. Interesting. I mean, I guess they're the, Ottergon Empire, right? So they would have taken over other nations and shit. Hands you an astral compass. The astral compass will lead you to a candescence, but be warned. I need to get fucking water, dude. I'm like dying over here. This device is not set to respond to the faint astral waves. The astral wind that blows from the candescences reaches far across the land, even as it weakens in intensity. Picking up these waves would help little in pinpointing the location, and so you'll only receive a response when you're close to the source. I'm sure you can see why your position as a mercenary with duties across the continent will prove valuable. I ask that you carry the astral compass with you at all times. Ah yes, the device has been constructed to ignore the emanations from the candescence in Al-Zabi. How convenient. You have your mission, the future peace of the Near East is riding on your success. One more thing, Count of Monte Fisto. Do not reveal my position as the chief of the ARI. We should not even acknowledge each other on the street. I value my quiet existence in the automation workshop. Amnaf. Tell the Grand Vizier that the bell has been set. Are we gonna have like a Jafar character, like an evil vizier? I'd be down for that. Fucking Kefka was kind of like a evil vizier, right? Maybe a little bit, kind of. More like a Jafar. Then he fart in that bitch's mouth. Is the next cutscene near or far? Because I do need to grab water. I like that sound effect. That's a fun sound effect. Hold up, bro. Let me grab a water. I set it to follow, but I actually kind of want to take in the fucking, the scenery and shit, you know? I'm just gonna put on some shit real quick. Yeah, I don't know. That's some social distortion. Fuck it. Oh yeah, alright, I'm back, bros. I do need to grab a homosexual ass pill real quick though. Because it's midnight. Alright, cool, let's hop back in. Oh. Alright, let's follow. Let's follow Reila. Oh wait, run. Holy Tony Hawk Batman. What do you want from me, bro? That was when I fucking, was growing up. Late 90s, early 2000s, baby. Oh god, I had to follow. You've ruined me, Reila. But yeah, it's good times, good music, you know what I mean? And then 9/11 happened. But the mid-2000s were fine, though. I guess. The 20-teens were like, holy fuck, we're on some weird fucking timeline kind of shit. Like, something fucking went seriously fucking wrong. Music started to suck after 2007, too much pop. I don't even think it's just that. I think it just, it was industry plant shit after industry plant shit, especially by like the mid and late 20-teens. I mean, now it's just, like, that's all you got. But you also have, like, 10 trillion, like, sub-niche groups with their individual bands. So you could have, like, a fucking video on YouTube with, like, 1 million views. This is what I was saying when I posted some Electric Callboy on the Discord, which is pretty fun. Oh god. But you'll get like these videos with like millions of views, you know, on just one single streaming platform. So you can imagine how many people like across the board have listened to that song. You know what I mean? But even then, most people haven't fucking heard it because there's individual, like, hyper subgenres for everyone. Just, I guess the music competition is tight. God damn, where are we on? Like chapter 10 already? 11? Are all the rest of the fucking expansions gonna be like that? If so, that's crazy. Because, like, Chains of Permathia was fucking rude. That expansion was really fucking rude about your time. Even, like, comparatively to everything else, it's like, holy shit, bro, chill. No, you must zigzag vertically up this fucking mountain within a time limit. Eat shit. We will send you to the most inconvenient places on this fucking planet, and you will like it. Yeah, I know I'm an asshole because a lot of, like, OG Final Fantasy 11 fans like Chains of Permathia. I'm gonna assume that's because of, like, the additions, gameplay additions that came with that expansion. Maybe, who knows? And the areas introduced or something. But, Chains of Permathia, there's some things that really annoyed me about that expansion. Here's, like, the story and the pacing. Oh, look, there's a human. Neat. Oh, should I not check this one out? Oh, now I'm scared. I'm scared that I fucked up. Rayla's still just standing here, though. I guess I shouldn't be too fucking spooky. And the path from the Nizul Isle staging point to the Chamber of Passage. Freaky. Is that what we were supposed to do? I don't even understand what we were doing. They just like send us down into some fucking ocean ruins, like if the Dwemer from Morrowind were aquatic in nature. Where did Rayla go? Is Rayla outside? Oh, Rayla. The popping is scary. It takes forever. But how would I rank the Final Destination movies? Just kind of go back to that briefly. I'd probably say 1 then 2, because I like the simplicity of the lore of those old ones. Then I might say the 5th movie, then the 6th, then the 3rd, then the 4th. The 4th movie was pretty fucking wretched. That one sucked hard. Look at this speed running motherfucker Rayla bringing us through like 12 chapters in one session. This dude just wants to end it quick. He's like, man, the sooner I finish this game, the sooner I'm out of my binding contract with Count of Monte Fisto. I don't even know why I signed that. That's what Rayla's thinking. Keep wanting to type unfollow, it doesn't make sense to me. Can you like, please just... There, thank you, jeez. Took a while. The document on the desk bears the mark of the two-headed serpent. Sure. You want to know what this document is all about? You really are stretching my patience. The document was sent by the Odd-Ergon Archaeological Research Institute, the same organization that requested your mercenary services. Why do you think they sent this? No idea. Don't play the innocent with me. No idea. Is my game glitching or something? Jeez. Rayla, what am I supposed to do with this part? Rayla, I need your help. Alright. Yeah, it's so funny. Come on. Give me a break. I'm funny. Please. Please don't go. No. Don't get funny with me, miss. Abkaba? Yes, ma'am. Read out Private Second Class Monte Fisto's mercenary status record. I wasn't paying attention, was the question? Oh, I was just mashing repeatedly the, I have no idea in an endless loop when this bitch wanted me to say, okay, it's about the money. Since leaving to carry out the request from the Odd-Ergon Archaeological Research Institute, Private Second Class Monte Fisto has not returned to report a single detail of her mission to President Naja. That is all. Let's hear your explanation, Count of Monte Fisto. You say you went to the undersea ruins as requested. Are you telling me that you ignored company regulations and made a report to the palace before returning to your beloved president? So knowing the consequences, you acted independently and above your lowly station as a mercenary pawn. What's the world coming to? If the palace finds out I can't even control my own employees, have your reward from the AARI. Let's see how much is left out of your 255 Imperial gold pieces when I deduct your fines. You better hope the reward covers your infractions. Grand Vizier Razfad, we have awaited your arrival. I have a message from Gatsad. The bell has been sent to the mercenary. The adventure from the Middlelands. Yes, sir. I have good news. Our efforts regarding the candescences are proceeding according to plan. All the pieces are falling into place. Excellent. Empress Nashmira. Dynasty? We have faith that you will not fail us. I'm getting some like Sailor Moon fucking what's his nuts talking to Queen Beryl. Oh god. Jadeite, there we are. That's his name. I've never seen the show, but my friend explained everything about it. It wasn't me, it was my friend. Your magnificence is too kind. However, we grow tired of waiting. My most humble apologies, Your Magnificence. I beseech your patience a little while longer. Our actions must not draw the attention of our citizens, of our neighbors. We are aware of this. It is our wish to see the treasure in the hands of the Empress. Our wishes are the wishes of the Empire. Do not lose sight of that. The age of judgment is at hand. Deal with any who threaten our progress, sir. We cannot give free rein to those otherworldly fiends. Otherworldly fiends? Is he talking about ghosts? What else could it be? Wonderful. Fuck is that? It appears our dreary days in the palace will soon be at an end. Can you show a little more enthusiasm? Yes, wonderful. Our main objective is to make them think the candescences are primarily concerned. Ghosts are certainly more interesting than this endless speculation about the candescences. Grand Vizier, we wish to know more about these spirits returning to the plague, the living. The ghosts? I would not wish to trouble Her Magnificence with mere rumors. Be that as it may, will you tell us more? The Empress knows more than she pretends. Your Magnificence. In recent years, the rumors concerning the appearance of spirits and a ghost ship menacing the waters of the Cyan Deep. Oh, is there a ghost ship area in Ottergon? That'd be sick. Have become more and more frequent. The Immortals believe many of the rumors to stem from the activities of the Lamia. Let's skip ahead, back to the ghost ship. Yes, the ghost ship. It bears the name of a famous shipwreck known as the Ashut Leaf. Continue. Yes, Your Magnificence. While I must stress that these stories are merely the rumors of the townspeople, there have been strange twists to the tale. It is said that the true name of this ghost ship is really the Black Coffin. Completely different from the Black Pearl, guys, I swear. A pirate ship of the lost kingdom of Ephraimad. Pirate ship. We believe these inflammatory rumors to be the work of the Seagull Pratri, the descendants of the kingdom of Ephraimad. Oh god, these names are killing me. These rebels have lost their ship and are barely avoiding our grasp. They can conjure these heroes from the past to bolster their spirits. It is just, go on. There are citizens of Ephraimad descent who are poised to join with the rebels. So am I understanding this right? And like, there's like a small remaining like old city called Ephraimad, and they're fucking necromancers and can summon ghost armies. Is the edible really kicking in, or is that really the plot? Because that sounds fucking awesome. There are citizens of Ephraimad descent who are poised to join with the rebels. They say Luzaf has returned. Preposterous! Luzaf perished with his kingdom over 200 years ago. we would know the truth behind this ghost ship. Oh. Your Magnificence, we cannot mobilize Imperial troops on the basis of mere rumor. If you are unwilling to shoulder this task, Puppet Master, you will solve the mystery of the ghost ship. What? We accept this task. How can we refuse a direct request from the Empress? Your Magnificence, I do not think that these is no longer a concern. Shall recruit the assistance from Salahim Sentinels. Afmao, Ovjang, we await word of your success. Yes, Your Magnificence. Come along, Afmao. Ovjang, I like that. Something funny about that name. But wait, Grand Vizier? It is the will of the Empress. But do not let them out of your sight. Putting off a direct order, 11 Imperial gold pieces. For ignoring company regulations, 7 Imperial gold pieces. For forgetting the company motto, 3 gold pieces. For concealing your actions, 6 Imperial gold pieces. For disrespecting your president, 9 Imperial gold pieces. For making me repeat myself, 15 Imperial gold pieces, which comes to a total of 255 Imperial gold pieces. You're lucky you didn't go into the red. But there's definitely something fishy going on here. It's mighty strange to have the reward arrive before you did. Might be worth looking into this. I don't like being manipulated, even if it is by the Empress herself. Time to remind the Empire that the Wildcat has claws. So Naja Salim is plotting full-on resurrection, or no, insurrection, there we are. She could also be plotting resurrection. You don't know. We don't really know fully about her backstory. Let's see. No. Damn, I want to be closer, so I'm kind of like motorboating it, which is also my dream. The next quest, we have to wait an in-game day. Gotcha. So like a full in-game day. So like 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it's up to you whenever we call it quits, but I think I'm good going for one more. Especially if it's like all fucking mostly cutscene, like holy shit. I wish there was like an in-between of the two extremities of Chains of Permathia and this. We gotta zone out first. Gotcha. Hero schemes. Yeah, what is this? Fucking mission 11. That's crazy. Whoa, Reila did his disappear and shit again. Oh, there he is. I'm telling you, man, you'll just disappear on my screen. And it's like insane. Scary. Fix your fucking netcode, Square Enix. They're giving it all they've got. They're trying so hard. Fochacha. That's a good black girl name. Get your ass over here, Fochacha. You embarrassing me from my friends. see. Curse of Ottergon, Whitegate. Am I right in guessing that? I think so. Yeah, that's crazy. So, like, it's, Ottergon is like 48 missions, which sounds like a lot. I was kind of worried, but we're already on 11, about to go in 12. Like, we just fucking started this. That's crazy shit, bro. Or should I zone back to Southern Sandoria and wait until it's the next day? Is that what I'm doing? Looks like there's, like, after the epilogue, there's, like, a whole bunch of other shit to do. It's interesting. For this one, or I guess there's an epilogue that has multiple, like, optional parts. Home of the Bagpipes. Fuck yeah. Wait, what did I ruin? What did I ruin? I'm zoned in a lot of cat girls, and all the tails are making like a squid thing. Ah, neat. There we are. Look at that. I have partaken, even though this asshole is standing in the way. Get the fuck out of here, Shintan. Trying to destroy my cat girl tail, squid. Oh man. Fuck. Yo, then when that edible hits, it's crazy. Anyway, so what the fuck else have I been jumping back into? After this we can call it, yeah. I would agree with that. But like, something brought up in my head or like in conversation or some shit, Jack Bauer in 24, and I know there's like some old shit and like a small group of motherfuckers kind of thing. I forget the word for that. Niche, there we are. I guess it's a bit niche. But I don't know, I feel like 24 in the early and mid 2000s. I guess throughout the 2000s, right? There's like 8 seasons. Tell me where the bomb is. Exactly. Just Jack Bauer's like, it's just such an entertaining show. I really do feel like more people should watch it. It's very good for like cable legacy TV, ongoing action drama. But yeah, Jack Bauer's a fucking maniac. So like I was like in my time of rewatching it. As I do when I'm either like sick for like a fucking week or, you know, injured and would rather not move in bed. I'll just like spam through that shit. So I'm on Amazon on season 3 and just, you know, you like hop back in and you're like, now, do I overvalue this? Is this like really not that great, but just still like kind of okay? And then you get to a part where Jack Bauer is on a fucking murder spree. And you're like, no, this is fucking awesome. This is absolutely fucking awesome. He didn't need to snap that guy's neck with his bare hands and then fucking shove a box cutter in the other guy's temple. He didn't have to do that. He could have just walked around him or snuck past him, but he's like, no, he needs blood. Oh, it's so fascinating. So much fun. Yeah, that was another of my. I guess I talked about 2 of them growing up, right? Dragon Ball Z and 24. In terms of like TV shows that I would have as like, you know, the DVD versions of the show. I guess that and MXC. Yeah, MXC is another big one. This Galka suit obsessed me. Also, he chose the biggest fucking Galka of all time. Galka are rare to see though for other playable characters. It's weird because I was kind of thinking like between the Humes, the Elvan, the Tarutaru, the Mithra, and the Galka. I think I listed them all. The Galka in terms of lore are probably the most interesting, right? Because they have like this kind of like shaman-esque fucking Indian wise men leader that they follow, but then the Galka themselves have this like weird ritual of rebirth when it's time to die. I don't know. They're interesting. Yeah, then you have like Raugrim as well. I don't know, I feel like they're the most interesting class after you actually played a bunch. They come from eggs apparently, but where do the eggs come from? They just shit them out, or that just comes out of their urethra. Their urethra Franklin. Alright, going to home point 1 unless you stop me. See you on this other side, motherfucker. Damn, I was hoping I beat Reila, but no. I installed Final Fantasy XI on SSD. Aren't I cool? Fuck you, Reila. Hard drives have their place too. Oh, you just stop right in your tracks. You didn't even get to go all the way to the desk. Oh, it's you, Katamari Fisto. You had me worried for a second. You see, we have some very important guests arriving from the palace today, and the office is in an uproar. Although, thankfully, it's put President Naja in a good mood. No, not like the last time he walked through that door. Look at her smile. She's been like that ever since the messenger from the palace came by. La la la, la la la. Katamari Fisto, how long have you been staying there? You don't just sneak up without announcing yourself to a superior. That's a good way to get your skull cracked. Why didn't you speak up? I was listening to your singing. What? You were listening to that? How about I take my morning star here and beat that melody out of your head? I don't have time for any more of this idle chit-chat. I'm expecting something very important. Very rich visitors at any moment. A mortal who brought me this wonderful news is still here as well. You need a scoot, Katamari Fisto. You're just in the way. Go on, shoot. President Naja. You have visitors. May I present the Honorable Afmao, the palace puppet master. You're early, isn't that wonderful? Katamari Fisto, go stand in that corner and keep your trap shut. Please, be at ease. What's with that jumped up puppet? I believe her name is Abjang? That's not what I'm asking. Was there something... You're the most gracious to take the time to visit our humble offices. Please, come this way, What a disorganized operation. That's right. You have yet to be introduced. This is the court puppet master Af Mao. And this is my dear companion Abjang. Please forgive my ignorance, Miss Abjang. I'm Naja, a loyal servant to the Empire. Speak up, Abjang. You're the one who wanted to come here in the first place. Abjang. Apology accepted. There, you two. Or there you go, Jesus. Who is this person? She wears a Wildcat badge, a mercenary? That's just a mannequin I ordered from the Middlelands. Oh, is that right? No matter. Naja, please answer Abjang's question without the humor. Of course, that's kind of Monte Fisto, a citizen of the Middlelands. To come to work as a mercenary for the Empire, I see. Has the matter been explained? We are about to begin. Be quick about it. Naja, I will now read to you a confidential request from Nashmera II, Empress of Ottergon. Please continue. Salahim's Sentinels, we hereby order you to ease the hearts of the people by uncovering the truth behind the rumored ghost ship. If this rumor proves to be nothing more than a hoax, you are to deal with those responsible. Nashmera II. Ghosts? Is that a problem? No problem. I humbly accept this honor and promise to serve the Empire in any function she should require. One more thing. This task is to be carried out with the utmost secrecy. Draw no undue attention from citizens or soldiers of the Empire. For this reason, command of this operation has been given to Af Mao. The Puppet Master? Surely you have no cause for disagreement. Not at all. Great to have you aboard. Well then, we will require you to provide us with a capable mercenary. Let me think. Why not take account of Monte Fisto here? I'm sure she would be delighted to assist you. Not wise. Excellent. You will just ignore me, okay? You will receive a reward based on your performance. Thank you for your assistance. We have vaults full of coins for a diligent worker. Reporting the smallest details of the palace. May the winds of fortune guide you. So really the Puppet Master and them, and really, you know, the Empress and her lackeys, they just want to keep tabs on me because they know that I'm like questioning about the fucking wisdom cube, yeah? We can fulfill a direct request from the Empress. This company's prestige will go through the roof. Count Monte Fisto, this task is confidential. Don't leak a word of it to anyone. Okay. Let me give you all the information we have on the ghost ship. Moving under the cover of the Beastman mess, the ghosts have been seen on the outskirts of Al-Zabi. How do I know this? What was just reached the ears of the palace officials has been circulating in town for a good while now. Since the first sighting of the ghost ship around the Arapago Islands by some Quiquern near on 10 years ago. Quiquern, are those weird like badger-looking motherfuckers that love being slaves? People have been spotting that spooky vessel all over the place. Everyone thought it must have been the Ashut Leaf, an imperial passenger ship that had been sunk in the area. But then a guy who had run in with the ghost ship on the way back from Nashmau swore it was the Black Coffin. It seems the guy was from Ephraimad stock and had a picture carefully in the rafters of his house. This picture was a rendering of the Ephraim's rebellion symbol, the majestic black coffin. Sounds like the stuff of fairy tales, but the fact remains. And this Ephraimad descendant, there we are, was hauled off by the immortals for questioning. In any case, with the reward I'm expecting from the Empress, this company will be rolling cash for the next 10 years. So, Monte Fisto, go after that ghost ship and don't come back till you learn something useful. Alright, goddamn. I think I am good. I need some water and sleep. But man, we fucking flew through that shit, bro. Yeah, we're on Royal Puppet Master. What even is that one? Let's see. Let me move my mouse. No, it's already over there. I just can't see it. Yeah, that's Mission 12. Crazy. Ghost ship. Ghost ship could be cool. It should be cool, rather. Whoa, man, I'm tired. Holy shit. But yeah, glad looks like this will be moving through the story pretty quickly. So I think next time we should try to get a Puppet Master and then start on Windurst. Just like one quest a day. Keep the Windurst shit light. I just want to have like cleared all the nation quests before we get to Wings of the Goddess. Just so we could probably switch back to Bastok, but who knows? Maybe Windurst is super interesting and enjoyable. Maybe it is, maybe it won't be. But guys, thank you for joining me. I'm really tired. I'm gonna be resting. Hopefully I'm like fucking golden next week, man. You gotta hold on to hope, baby. You gotta hold on to it. Much love, guys. And peace out.